I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
What's going on, guys? We are live here at Frankenboltzzzz Brewery for the BOOS, Brews and Barbecues event going on here. So Shoky here,
FA here, guys.
and using our new microphone system here for, well, hopefully it's working. I'm going to have to do my best to sync the audio and everything, but place is awesome. It's already kicked off pretty good. Nothing starts for another, well, actually 10 minutes ago. But we haven't got our first beers yet, but we will. So this is not going to be anything like a normal podcast, but we will occasionally be talking about stuff.
We'll be checking in from time to time.
An actual TV show is being filmed today, so we're not going to do anything like that.
Exactly. We may have to step outside and do something later.
Yeah, but we do have a lot of friends here. In fact, my buddy Brad just rolled in. We'll
Matt outside.
Yeah, our friend Matt's outside. It's also a market day as well. So there's going to be a lot of background noise and stuff. I have a feeling the guys are going to be coming in through that door back there.
What, you think?
Yeah, the stars of the TV show. So hold on. I want to do a reverse shot here. Baby's here. She's playing on her phone. So they did finish everything since the last time I was here, which was last week. And it looks really awesome.
Yeah, this is my first time here.
Yeah, this is your first time here. And then we got Brittany. Hi. You want to come join us? Or you want to sit over there? Yeah. We got room over here. What's up, Brad? So, and yeah.
And more friends from the Legion.
Yep. Oh, okay. So you guys are connected anyways.
Yeah, we are.
That's even funnier. So, like I said, we're going to be doing the best we can here. I just got to remember when to hit record and not record.
Yeah, people like my dog, not so much me.
This is true. So, yeah, once again, small world. So
Right.
It's funny. And also, of course, River gets recognized first.
Everywhere.
Everyone knows River. Nobody likes Jeff. That's how it works.
She was likable.
Yeah. You know, if we did this right, we would square up on the door behind us, but we didn't do that right.
Yeah, screw it.
It's fine. Yeah, it is getting a little warm in here, but we are in a big metal building outside, basically.
Yeah, it is like almost noon.
Well, it's afternoon, but yeah.
Yeah.
But the AC is still working very good compared to the other weekend where they
True.
were mid-construction, the AC was horrible.
I bet.
It was bad. So, like, all the pizza oven. So, like, right now, once all the pizzas get going, it's going to get real hot in here. So, either way, empty cheers here.
I say we
Yeah, we need to get a
quit our
beer.
bitching and go
We just hadn't
get a
done
beer.
it yet. So, dink. All right. And, baby, you don't get to drink it all. Yep.
Well, you got a DD?
Huh?
I got to
No.
be responsible.
I was joking. She can drink. You could have rode with us. You drove right past us. Yeah, so you could have stopped by and rode with us. All right, either way, we're going to pause everything for now and then come back later.
Yep, beer time.
All right, yep, bye. It is warm in this corner, though.
It is warm as shit.
So we're like right by the door.
I can bring a fan.
Probably would be a good idea to do that later. But either way, guys, we're still here doing the thing. And we already made a market run outside. The crowd's getting a little bit bigger. We actually both got to meet the drummer from Shinedown, Barry.
Barry's a nice guy.
Barry's very cool. But in the marketing thing, we went outside. Literally, we hit up Parker Pickling Company. And I got some of their Mama Dean's mustard pickles right here. You can see, like, that is highly mustarded. They ran out last week when I was here, so
really?
I didn't get them. I just got to try them. I need somebody with an open hand to do this. Because they're sealed. Here, use the thing just in case it spills. So we're gonna do an impromptu taste test of the mustard pickles here. Where's your bottle opener at? There you go. It's not that hard to get off. It's just hard. It's annoyingly on there. There you go. All right.
All right, never having had mustard pickles.
Yeah. So I tried it last week. So
Really, what'd you think?
Oh, I liked it, but I didn't get to buy the whole thing. I got the jar. Go ahead.
There we go. Let's see here.
I'll see what you say.
Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah. So, and also they go really fast. So if you're going to get them, and then leave them here on the table. We
Yeah.
did buy some candles as well from Get Fictional.
That's where you got the Stranger Things candle.
Didn't actually got something else.
Oh, really?
So the interesting thing is these are not sour.
No, they're not.
They're just mustardy. I like it though.
They're good. I picked up a loaf of jalapeno cheddar sourdough.
So I had that last week. So since you guys didn't come by the show, you didn't get to have any. That was
Yeah, if your pretzel's ready at the bar.
Hey, my pretzel's ready.
Jeff's pretzel is ready. Go get your pretzel. I'll be here. Here, baby. You want to get on camp? Want to get on mic? I don't have a beer. Hey, baby, you want to go get me another beer? Give me a the hazy IPA, whichever one that one was. I can't see it from here.
The hazy IPA?
Yeah, I forgot what it is. It's one of the electrical one. You got my token?
And I just showed up with a giant pretzel.
Yeah, he got a big ass pretzel, as you can see.
It's bigger than my head.
I mean, you do have a big head.
So it's a damn big
So
pretzel.
I'm gonna double mic this. It's fine. Also, the barbecue is available now too, by the way.
Yeah, we'll get some of that here in a
Yeah,
bit.
we'll get to the barbecue eventually.
Definitely looking forward to the barbecue.
So some of the other stuff. So we got the sun-dried tomato and Gruyere.
Oh, yeah.
Sourdough.
Hell yeah.
But he didn't have that in pre-sliced. So what's interesting about doing this way is actually just how comfortable it is just actually holding a mic.
Just goofing off.
Because we've always been able to see this, but we're also used to our stand mics and headphones and everything else like that. So this is a little bit different. Also making sure I was still recording.
Yeah,
I am.
Ain't no strings on me.
So it's one reason I wanted to do this. So in the future, whenever we do on location, if we want to be able to be a little bit more mobile, instead of just trapped at one spot, we can do this.
Pretty much. We can run around, goof off, bug people.
But we're not going to fuck people.
I said bug.
I'm sure you did.
I did.
Sure you did.
Get your mind out of the gutter, you fat bastard.
No. No, thank you. So either way, good time so far. Do you want to crack into your pretzel there, and I'll turn the camera off?
Yes, that'd be great.
Excellent. Happy birthday to you.
All right, let's continue with the music and the fun.
Truck running with a witch hat. Yeah. Say what? That's my beer. No, that's my beer. How does your beer get over there? Did you get the
Magic.
Nice. So Heffy got the Dr. Pepper thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get that next.
Okay.
So Dr. Pepperstein is what it's called?
Yeah,
All right.
it's excellent.
Excellent. All right. So hey. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man. Yeah.
So guys, this is Brad.
Hey, guys.
Hi. And Brad and I met actually at Copperhead a while back before we knew each other's names.
Yes.
And then started hanging out here at Frankenboltzzzz literally the last month. We've been here every weekend for a month almost.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah,
guys,
that's
you,
true.
you guys are more frequent than us, but I started dragging the wifey out. But yeah, you and I had the initial conversation as to who would make a good new Batman.
Yes. And that brings up something else I was going to ask you about.
Okay,
I don't
sure.
know if you want to broach that.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of talk about the James Bond pick right now.
Okay, yeah. So I heard it's like bouncing between like several different directors. They
Well, I heard
they
it's-
wanted Nolan,
It's Villeninuve.
but they're going for Denis Villeneuve. Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
Yeah. So Denny, it's not even Dennis.
I'm
It's
sorry.
Denny.
Denis,
So,
yes,
yeah.
the Dune guy.
Yeah. So I mean, we know he can do serious characters.
Yes.
So we're not going to get like a lighthearted whatever Bond. Like people want campy Bond back. I
Oh,
think.
they want like Roger Moore Bond?
Really?
Yeah, that's campy. I
Oh,
mean,
more Roger Moore.
that's
Okay.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Is that what
Maybe.
Is that what they're going for?
Either that or who was the other guy that did it for like 3 times? I can see his face. I can't think of his name. He was in Hot Fuzz and stuff like that. I can't
Oh,
think.
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. he
So that was
definitely
also very campy.
very campy.
That might have
Big
been.
time.
Was that Moonraker? No, Moonraker was.
No, that's more.
That was more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think people want more campy because we've done super serious with.
Yeah, Daniel Craig was really.
He was an excellent Bond.
Yeah, I mean, to me, he personified what an agent would be as far as like executing his, doing the moves and stuff. It wasn't like the campy judo chop stuff that they
Yeah.
Austin Powers
I
stuff.
don't think there's really room for full camp, but I don't know. I think that Denis will do a good job because it's going to look fantastic.
Yeah.
Because he only makes very pretty movies.
Yeah, he'll do it. The cinematography.
Yeah.
Really
But I don't know about the guy that they're eyeing.
well, you know what? I just heard another one today.
Oh,
I was
another-
going to ask you about.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
not
yeah.
even- you're gonna.
I have not been. I've been busy.
This is wild, and if it's true, I'm not. It may be leaning toward where you were just saying.
Okay.
They're talking about. I almost said Tom Arnold, but Tom Holland.
He's too short.
A number of things come to mind.
But
for
like
me.
he's
For
tiny.
James F. and Bond, right? I mean,
Like yeah, you actually want a British person for one. That's
well,
helpful.
I guess it's Tom. He does an English.
He's British.
American accent. He's
Yeah,
British.
he does a New York accent.
Yeah, exactly.
He does a Bronx or whatever accent, but Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Or no, wait, I'm sorry. He's Queens. Captain America was Brooklyn. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's correct.
That's correct. I had to remember. Also, heaven forbid I pay attention to framing. I'm literally leaning back. Look, we had to go with a single camera setup today because I realized I forgot my tripods. So either way.
It's pretty good.
Also, just on that note, how cool is this whole thing going on today?
Oh, this is fantastic. I'm impressed. I was kind of worried because I was like, what is the demand going to be for just viewing kind of, I don't know.
Basically,
exactly,
watching a little bit of a TV show be made.
I guess they're going to, what time is that supposed to go on?
They've been filming.
Okay.
So anytime they had us be quiet, they were filming.
But I thought they were going to kind of do what we're doing and have like a sit down powwow.
I don't know. I assume we got all day, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
But the guys are behind the bar right now. John and Ty are behind the bar. Barry is being Barry somewhere.
Barry,
Yeah, I met all of them so far. I went up there to go talk to them while the bar was slow. So we will have at least, I don't know about all three of them, but we'll have some of them on today at some point to
cool.
just come and bullshit for a little bit.
you've
But I
already-
was talking about Ty. So Ty is actually a Texas barbecue guy.
Okay.
So that's where his connection comes in, and the other two guys are directly connected to Shinedown.
Does he have a place or a truck? Or?
I don't know if I think he's more of a critic. I think he's a barbecue critic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was telling him he needs to go to Bar A while he's in town.
Okay, yeah, it's right
Because
there.
that's so. He's like, how far away is that? I was like, 15 minutes that way,
Yeah,
if that. And I was like, I told him today's beef rib day, so you need to hurry
No, yeah.
because he loves
sure.
beef ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So either way, back to the nerd talk.
Yeah.
So Tom Holland, I think, is way too short to be playing Bond.
I don't disagree with you.
Also, that means that they would have Zendaya as his love interest.
Absolutely. Yeah, what is that? Is that just the
There are
new
a couple,
thing?
but there are a couple.
I know, but
But if one's in a movie, the other one probably has
by
to
the
be.
way, so
Yeah.
okay. It's funny you said that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Make sure you're.
Funny how the algorithm. Am I getting in?
There you go. Yeah. Just make sure.
Testing.
Aim it
we'll
at
do
your mouth. Yeah. There you go.
Civilians. Okay. Yeah, her and is it Florence Pugh?
Okay.
They're both in contention for Bond girls.
Okay. Zendaya, no. Florence, sure. But also, it's the same thing that Hollywood does with everything else. You pick one person and you put them in fucking everything.
Yeah.
It's like Pedro
Oh,
Pascal. Stop that shit. We don't need Pedro and everything.
Hey, cheers to that. Right
But
there, dude.
I mean, like Florence is
For real.
awesome. Don't get me wrong; she's an amazing actress, and she's not hard on the eyes.
I do. I wonder about the royal stamp that you get to get access to these just like high demand roles. Like who's at the top of the food chain that just says you are now anointed for.
I mean, it used to be Harvey Weinstein. I'm not sure who you have to sleep with now. I'm not sure who you have to. I'm not sure who you have to blow in a New York hotel.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess. But just because I don't know doesn't mean it doesn't exist, right?
Oh yeah, no, it definitely. I mean, I don't know what the gateway is now to get in. But
Look, just because Weinstein got taken out doesn't mean
no.
somebody didn't continue the throne.
They just somebody else got stepped right into the.
But also, like, so many more independent movie companies are cropping up now. So
yeah,
it's
which
not
is
just
good.
a Hollywood machine.
Yeah.
Because I forgot who it was. Also, just set up another Texas studio.
good.
So Kevin Sorbo already has one.
Okay.
Kevin Costner already has one.
I think Quaid,
and then somebody
Quaid
else
may
is.
have been pushing.
I think Quaid is with Costner.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
So him, I know McConaughey was actually he was part
I
of.
mean,
it.
he's a Houston boy. He should.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely for that. But yeah, and actually, I want to say the big studios are building. I want to say Netflix has some property out near Austin,
Oh, probably.
and maybe Prime,
Well,
maybe
so
Amazon.
so the other thing is I think they're slowing down filming in Canada.
yes, yeah,
I think it's very like the Hollywood of the North, as it were. Like so many other cities. Like, have you seen The Last of Us?
yeah, I've seen.
So episode 1 of The Last of Us was supposed to be Austin, Texas, and it was like Toronto. It was filmed in Toronto, and they just threw up Austin road signs to.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, because it's cheaper to film up there,
Okay.
less population to deal with in some of those areas.
Well, that's because I swear they passed some laws that have incentivize.
They're trying to incentivize more work within
Yeah.
the states. Yes,
That's
100%.
Huh.
Because also they're going to try to tax the fuck out of them for filming elsewhere, unless necessary.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, you don't want to film in New York City when you want Prague.
Right. Yeah. Well,
You want
100%.
Prague. I mean, look how many movies are just literally filmed in like Lithuania, and they pass
True.
it off as like
No, that's true.
Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, how many times has Chicago stood in for fucking New York? Because
No.
it's easier to film.
That's true.
Yeah,
Even though people are like, yeah, that bridge is not anywhere in New York, or it's kind of
Right.
it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
But
So, but yeah, no. Like on the James Gunn front, man, people are starting to hate on this Superman movie from the scenes that keep
So-
coming up.
here's another one. There's another rumor I just heard, and I wish I could give the credit to the. I want to say it was called Daily Nerd, maybe
Probably.
podcast or something.
Daily something, yes.
Yeah, yeah. He gave a pretty good reasoning behind why he thinks he knows who Ultraman is.
What was that?
Can you, if you were to venture a guess, and it's not going to be Cronenwald. It's not him, is what he's saying.
I mean, I posited that it's going to be Henry Cavill
That's
because
what he said.
Ultraman is Superman from another universe.
That's what he said.
And
so he's
this-
going to be like when he
Yeah.
just unveiled Bizarro, which I was kind of like, really? He would do that? You think?
I think he would if he's playing not his Superman. I think he would do it. But here's the other thing: what if they got the CW Superman guy?
Okay.
Because he already played Bizarro him already.
Yeah, that's true.
The big giveaway there would be if he had blue heat vision, which we know he doesn't.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, that's a super suit. That wasn't Ultraman. We haven't seen Ultraman use heat vision yet. Just punch people hard.
The reason that he gave, which I can see this, and I think you might agree with this, is that Gunn might do something like that to get like that mind blow first opening,
and that would be the
reaction.
thing to do. But then I can tell you right now, nerds are going to be 100% split. It's going to be the camp of that was awesome, and then the
devotee.
of course they have to kill off the Snyderverse. You know what I'm saying?
Symbolic.
The devotees, like you
Yeah,
said.
they're
Yeah,
gonna
the
be like-
symbolic of killing
Which I
off the
get,
Snyderverse.
because if like Christopher Reeve, if it was in that time for me, and then
Yeah.
they brought in like Tom Selleck or some shit, I would.
Tom Selleck's Superman would be weird.
I would be like, no.
Wasn't he supposed to be Indiana Jones?
He was, and because he was under contract with Magnum PI.
Oh, hold on. They will sling the meat.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Talking about barbecue on the porch.
Oh, I heard sling meat and serve.
That was me, yeah.
Okay.
Literally, we have a literal pile of their food right here.
Yeah, no.
I mean, like, you probably should close it up, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Are those
So-
maggots?
No, those are not maggots, you fucking asshole. Those are, well, hopefully salt flakes.
Okay, I thought it was like poltergeist.
No, that's not that spooky today. But no, the barbecue was actually pretty good for what it was. And, dude, like, legit, like, we got two whole things of nothing but meat and all the sides. Clay couldn't figure out how to register it, so it came out to only $38 for all of that food.
Oh, that's.
But I made him bump it up to 50 because I felt bad.
In barbecue, I started saying barbecue terms. That's
Yeah.
kind of a
So
robbery.
I gave him 50 plus a tip.
Nice.
Just because I'm a nice guy.
Man. Yeah, you are.
Bro, look, first of all, we got the market outside. I already mentioned it. They got all kinds of good shit out there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we literally have a bag of sourdough over here. She's going to go get more candies later. We have candles that we bought from Get Fictional that we're picking up later. We already paid for them. We just didn't want to hold on to them all day.
There's a beard guy that comes out there, and I don't know if he Dank Beards. Have you seen that one here?
I've
actually
heard
has
of it.
He's got it's
Like beard
yeah, it's
oils and
beard
whatnot.
oils and stuff, but it's like CBD infused.
Because, that helps the beard
Yeah,
so
the
much.
beard. Yeah.
Oh, hell, they got John over here playing darts.
Oh yeah.
Just
no,
filming all kinds of B-roll.
Yeah, he was
So-
talking mess with
Yeah.
Chuck. So.
Well, no, here's the fun part, because they are filming TV show. This is a legit TV show being filmed.
True.
or YouTube show. I don't know if it's TV or YouTube.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be good for TRVL.
Yeah.
You know why they renamed Travel Channel to the TRVL?
No, I do not.
Because they had a vowel movement. I stole
You
that.
are correct, sir.
I stole that joke, but it's fine. But
Dad level
dad level
achieved.
jokes. But I heard that, I laughed so hard. Vowel movement. But either way, no. John's over there playing darts with Chuck. So hopefully later, once things die down, we're planning on being here all day, or at least as long as she wants to. Heffy is sitting over there with your wife and mother-in-law.
Oh yeah.
Effectively. So
Yes.
weird connection, right?
Poor guy.
So small town, right?
Oh yeah.
So like I meet you guys at the brewery. He's never met y'all there.
Yeah.
And
we
then
go to the Legion where he's at.
Yeah. So he works the Legion. That's how he knows Denise.
It is a small world.
That is funny.
Yeah, it's very.
Because he asked me, he's like, wait, how do you know Denise? I was like, because I know Brad and
Yeah. Wow.
I was
the
like,
connections.
I mean, this is a small town, technically speaking. I mean, we
Yes.
might have the county has like 100 or 200,000 people or so.
Oh yeah. Probably.
So, but
and
like
some.
the greater Conroe, Woodlands, Montgomery area, it's amazing how small it really is.
Yeah.
Like the fact. Okay, so friends of his that he met through his wife's work. So that's our other co-host Chad and his wife Heidi. I went to school with Heidi.
Oh wow.
So even funnier. And then Charlie, who was just on the show for Men's Mental Health Awareness, that episode will drop on Monday. He went to school with us as well, but he was good friends with Heidi
Wow.
as well. So but he was like 2 grades ahead of me.
Okay.
So I didn't know him. I just knew his name, but he looks so different from high school. And I met him through church.
That's wow.
So
And we all know Kevin Bacon, so that's really,
we don't all know Kevin Bacon, but I think we all know. We know
we're
at
right
least
there.
5.
We're right there.
We know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody
Right,
who knows
exactly.
somebody who knows Kevin
And I
Bacon.
guarantee you, there's somebody closer than that we just haven't discovered yet. So.
Kevin Bacon kind of looks like my oldest brother.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, like if you see them both around about the age of like 35, they look very, very similar.
So
But
he's defying time as well.
No.
No.
If you watched his last show on Amazon, which was shit. Effie, what was that Kevin Bacon show?
He's doing he's kind of doing the Nicolas Cage thing though. He's
Yes.
doing
He's doing whatever.
whatever. Like
Yeah. So I needed him to answer the question, and then he went back over there to sit down.
well, the women.
The women
You've done your talk.
The women interrupted. I forgot what it's called. It's not Lawman. What is it called? Shit.
I
Not
know what you're
not
talking
bounty
about.
hunter, but something along those lines.
Yeah.
Because he's a bounty hunter in the show.
Right.
I
Kevin
forgot what it's
Bacon,
called. Yeah.
The bounty hunter.
But he becomes an undead bounty hunter.
Oh well, okay. I was about to say that wouldn't intimidate.
But
me,
he's
an
recovering demons from hell for Satan
undead. Oh, like Constantine.
in
Kevin
a little way.
Bacon?
Well, more like Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay,
So he's given like supernatural healing
okay,
powers.
That would be more.
It was a
intimidating.
decent show.
Because
and then it
Footloose,
got
Kevin
canceled.
Bacon, I'd be like, get
Yeah. But like, so he also sings, and it's the first time he's actually combined
Okay.
his singing career with his acting career, because he's on there with Jennifer Nettles.
okay.
If you know her from country singer actress Jennifer
Yes.
Nettles.
Yes.
So they actually have a song they wrote, a couple songs they wrote for the show, and they perform on the show.
Can we call it singing, or is he kind of a
Oh, he can sing.
like a what Kiefer Sutherland?
No. Okay, so Kiefer has like that.
That's not fair.
That's
I
a
should-
grungy blues band, right?
Right.
Kevin has more of a southern rock band.
Okay.
He can sing. He can
Okay.
sing.
Like a 38 special. Or
Yes.
Bad Company.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Kevin, okay.
Dude, he's got 12 albums.
I did not know that.
I did not
That's
know that
news
either
to me.
until I watched an interview with him.
Golly.
12 albums. So that's how.
I bet he'd be so happy if you brought that for him to sign. Like, everybody's bringing like.
If you actually brought a CD.
Right. They're
No
like-
vinyl.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have a Kevin Bacon vinyl, right?
It would kind of be nice. Yeah.
It feels cool.
I just had a buddy send me a sound. He showed me the sound. He's got a Fletch. He had the Fletch soundtrack.
Why?
Chevy Chase. Come on, man.
Oh,
Fletch, man.
sorry. I get Fletch and Hitch confused.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I got you.
Very
I got you.
different movies.
Yeah,
By the way, we
yeah.
haven't engaged the
Little bit.
camera whatsoever. We're just
I'm
talking.
I know.
Every now and then.
I need to.
Brad, on report here,
All right.
Look, the funny part is, don't we all know how to hold a microphone?
Yeah, I get. Yeah, kind of natural. I guess it's maybe it's the Matrix making us do this.
Well, we've watched people talk on microphone for our entire life.
True. That's true. Yeah.
Until you get to the lapel mics, where which we have, but because I had 2 of these coming today.
Well, this is sharp. I like this kind of. I feel like part of me is like the weather bastards you feel sorry for when they're like.
So secret here. Last night when she got home, I needed to test the system, so I had her pretend to be a weather girl. You guys might hear that on the Patreon.
Oh,
because I did record that.
Bonus.
I did not delete that. It is bonus. It is bonus.
Extra scenes. Yeah.
So it is very loud in here, so I'm going to have a hard time editing out a lot of bullshit.
Okay.
But it's fine. I don't really care.
Well, it may add to the flavor.
Yeah, it does. It adds to liveliness in the background. Because the last time we did this was B52 on St. Patty's Day.
That was good.
And it was dead.
Oh, yeah.
But we had the speakers right fucking behind us.
Oh.
So I had to do a lot to get rid of the music playing in the background to avoid copyrights.
Well, yeah, the technology now is a lot better in your favor, too, right? I mean,
yes.
You have to, if we were here and it wasn't like this, we'd probably hear ourselves echoing in here, which wouldn't be exactly.
It would also be way,
awesome.
way cooler in here.
Yeah, that's true.
I got Jeff's fan literally behind me in the shot.
I saw him go out and snag that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The booger, the Hercules.
What?
Hercules.
Do you need more fan, too? It doesn't oscillate, unfortunately. Can you feel it? I can't.
She's like, you just twist it occasionally and I'll be fine.
No, I'm turning it up.
Is that Freedom Rock?
Can you feel that at all? I can see it blowing on your face, dear. Thanks. Now I'm sweating more. Though that part of that is stormy.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Good idea, me getting the spicy beer. I'm gonna get the Dr.
Pepperstein.
Dr. Pepperstein.
Stein. I don't know. Which is it? Frankenstein or Frankenstein?
Well, it's Frankenstein if you go by Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein, yeah.
Shout out to Gene Wilder, whose likeness is still being used in casinos to this day.
Yes, R.I.P.
Yeah, he's dead, but they can still use his Willy Wonka
Willy
likeness
Wonka is right there smiling
on
at you,
fucking casino machines. I think that's
hardcore
insane.
Willy Wonka.
Hollywood, I do not consider giving my likeness yet.
Yes, no, in perpetuity, that's not happening.
I haven't sold my soul to anybody yet that I know
So you
of.
say.
I haven't signed any contracts.
Me and Ralph Macchio, we're screwed, man.
Bro, what the hell? Okay, Ralph. Okay, so the new Karate Kid movie's coming up, so he's promoting that shit.
Okay, yeah.
It's insane to believe that
Legends or
Ralph Macchio is like 65.
Yeah, that every time, because then they'll compare other people that don't look like Ralph Macchio, and it's like, what?
So I legit saw a thing the other day. It was him at like 18, and he looked 14.
Yes.
At 30, he looked 18. At 60, he looked 40. It was like, what the fuck?
It's wild.
Amazing genes in
It's
that man.
wild. Yeah, and then like I think
he's aging like an Asian.
I kind of would like to pin him and Rob Lowe just did a podcast together recently. I noticed.
Is that Rob Lowe's podcast?
I think so. Yeah. I forget what it's
The
called.
low. I call it the low ground. That's what I would call it
That's
because
good.
it sounds good.
That's good. I forget what it's some kind of play on his name.
Yeah,
But since they were in the Outsiders, right? I think Rob was Soda Pop, and Ralph, Johnny. Got to do it for Johnny.
Yeah.
And it's weird because they both, I guess, drink the same blood or whatever the hell they're doing.
No, you're good.
To stay that
Look,
young.
we're sitting by the chairs. It's our fault.
Yeah.
Shout
that's a good
out to
cheers.
him. And in blue pants.
Oh yeah.
Shorts, sorry.
I see. I couldn't get
Dude,
away
blue,
with that.
blue shorts and a white belt. This man knows it's summer.
You have to have a.
Bro, he knows it's summer. The fact that he doesn't have a white linen button up on right now, and he's not on a catamaran.
I know. Yeah. That's right.
'Cause he's fit for purpose right now.
100%. In fact, I can hear. I think if you listen closely, you can hear Christopher Cross singing in his background.
Dude, if you can't hear Criss Cross, that's on you.
Or Christopher Cross.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Because last week when we were here, we talked about the fact that Disturbed needs to do a Milli Vanilli cover.
Oh yeah. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, because.
I don't know which song exactly.
See, if I start naming them, that's going to incriminate me. Like, why does this guy know so much about Milli Vanilli? Other than
There's nothing wrong with
other than
liking
the
Milli.
obvious seasoning.
It's nothing
in his
wing
hair.
with liking Milli Vanilli. It's just
Oh no!
it's like liking pro wrestling.
Well, yeah.
You
no,
know it's
I
fake,
know.
but you're enjoying it anyways.
Absolutely. And it is a guilty pleasure. I don't follow it as much as I used to in my youth.
What if they covered Step by Step from the
New Kids on the
New Kids on the Block, but in David's voice?
That would be. I'm trying to think about how they would do that.
Do it way harder. Go
Well, yeah.
way harder. Not soft like
But-
they did for the other ones. Go way hard on that.
It would.
Actually reach in, go towards Iron Maiden type almost.
You would have to because you get.
That'd be
how do you write
hilarious.
Even the lyrics, you'd have to reconcile that into the hardness. And can you do that with New Kids?
That's
on
a
the
good
Block?
title. Reconcile it into the hardness.
Oh. Porn.
Viagra.
That's
That's
exactly what I
a
said.
bing Viagra.
Yeah.
Me, put Viagra on the screen
Yeah.
right here between
No,
us.
We're not sitting.
Hold on,
beside
wait,
each other,
hold on.
two
Give a
toes.
thumbs up, and then we'll do Viagra.
Viagra.
Ding.
Put it- yeah.
There you go. So yeah, this is basically how the show usually goes. So
Oh, that's fantastic.
except for the holding of the mics, we usually are sitting having beers in a much more air-conditioned place.
Oh, that's preferential.
They need to get a big ass fan in here.
Li-
If they had
literally,
one big ass fan,
the big
it-
ass fan.
yeah.
Which is an actual.
it would help this
an
entire
actual
thing.
name of it.
Hey,
Oh,
Brittany,
my-
did you bring me a
My
beer?
beautiful. Oh, and she. That's okay. It makes me.
Hey, Brittany, say
makes
hi.
me taste all the.
She's
better.
running away. Oh, she's going to
gonna
get
wipe
paper
it
towels.
down.
Oh,
Hold
lovely.
on.
Brittany,
Let's
come
get
on
this on
camera.
tape.
Come,
We
show,
are.
come show
We're
some
filming.
cleavage. It's fine. Hi, this is Brittany. Say hi.
It's my better half.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry, I feel like I'm talking really into the mic.
You actually have to. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody.
Hi. So we were just sitting here bullshitting. It's good.
What are y'all
But-
talking about?
All kind of.
I don't remember. We were just talking about Disturbed covering Milli Vanilli and possibly covering
That went to New Kids on the
New
Block,
Kids.
and I'm like, I don't know. where else
Disturbed
we go
covering
with
Step
this.
by Step from New Kids on the Block might be interesting.
I don't know.
And then he said something hilarious that would be a great Viagra commercial.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, we're making history here. It's
No.
Or just
fine and
talking
bring it.
bullshit,
Hey,
whatever.
Or that.
Do you need a beer or two? Do we
I
do
need to
we
go
need
get
beer?
I need to go get more tokens here in a minute, so we're gonna stand
What
up.
can I bring you while y'all are podcasting?
Oh hey.
Right now I'm good actually. We're gonna take a break,
Okay.
but I appreciate the effort.
I gotcha.
Yes. Oh, you need to like grab her and like take her into a conversation because she's like, you're party pooping. Go talk to people.
All good. Content.
Go to.
It is. It's freaking hot.
You need to go hang out with the Trivia Wives Club over there.
I'm like, I think
You, no, the air stops at your table. It really does.
dude,
It stops at your
smothering
table.
here. I noticed that
Yeah.
now that we're.
We're right by the door.
y'all got a fan here.
That's Hefe's fan. Yeah, so he happened to have that in the car.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is fancy. All charged and everything. He probably had a
He
battery.
said it lasts like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Big, huge.
Well, we were literally just saying they need to get a big ass fan.
Oh, he could right there.
Well, the problem is it would have to be mounted here because it would have to be too low over there.
Yeah, they don't need the
So and you have to take down the
the
cobwebs.
1970s Spider-Man web.
That's like 1984.
Texas, people will be
That's
over
the Peter Parker one.
Well, actually, if they continue the ceiling across and then actually vent things proper over here, then it would be good.
Uh-oh.
Because the main reason we're all sweltering is, well, metal building,
Yeah,
metal
metal
walls,
building, metal
and we're
walls.
right in front of the bay doors.
Well, at least people are coming that
Welcome
door,
to the
not this
Architectural
way.
Design
actually-
podcast.
Isn't it amazing to come in the front door of a place for
So
once?
weird.
Isn't it weird?
Never coming
Years of coming in the side door. Guys, let me show this.
Okay, it was gonna yeah.
That's the side door that everybody used to have to come through.
Get
always.
smart.
And now it's the emergency exit. I have a feeling there's people who've come here for a long time walking up from the parking lot going, what?
Yeah, what?
The fuck? I gotta go through the real door
What
like
kind of-
customers?
Right.
kind of royalty
You
is
weren't
this?
allowed to forever. It was taboo.
Well, yeah, but then once they started opening things,
Yeah.
it became different. All right, so we're gonna take a break and then come back to whenever. It's fine. I need once things slow down, I'll actually probably try to get the boys involved over here. I keep wanting to say barbecue, brews, and cruise, but that's not it.
What you? Oh, I was gonna look at your shirt, but
No, it's booze, brews, and barbecue.
That is
For
it.
some
That
reason,
is.
I want the syllables up front.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Also, it's not barbecues.
No,
Everything,
you
the
can't
other
say
ones,
it plural.
it's booze, brews, and barbecue.
barbecue. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I kind of want barbecue first. I don't know why.
barbecue.
It's their
booze,
show,
and
but I'm
brews.
criticizing the name.
I don't know if I disagree with you. I think that might actually flow better because you can't, like you said, you can't just pluralize.
But it's also weird to have the syllables at the end.
Yeah.
It's
well,
one syllable, five
or it could have
syllables.
been have a boo, brew, and a barbecue. No S's anywhere. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm clearly not a PR
actually,
guy.
No, I actually don't disagree. But once again, it's not our show. But maybe they'll
No.
change the name because we said something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do need to get one of
All right.
them. So you already got? Is that what that is?
That was brought to me, and I'm not sure which one it is. I'll ask her.
I want to smell. Smells like
Notes of.
it doesn't seem like that, but actually,
I
it
think
might
I told
be.
her to get, because this is the lower ABV, so I didn't want to get too cranked up yet.
I mean, like I said before, we have all day.
Yeah.
I have a water here somewhere, but I think the
Indeed.
wifey stole it.
She did. She
Stole.
ganked
Well, there were 3 waters on the table. That one was Jeff's.
it. Oh.
You stole mine.
Stole it. Good job.
So-
Oh, hey.
I can't
That's
drink that.
Nice response.
It might be cold, but I can't drink it.
You guys are good. Yeah.
All right.
Cold-blooded.
All right. Well, thank you, Brad, for coming and hanging
Yeah,
out
thanks
for
for having
at least
me.
for
This
right
is
now.
fun.
Yeah, by all means. We'll do this at my place where there's a lot less heat
Oh,
and
yeah,
a lot
that'd be
more
fun.
tequila.
Yeah, hey.
Hey.
Good call. Good call. Good call, too.
Excellent. So I got to do all my portable setup.
I understand.
It's all good. Really, the lighting seems to have changed, even though it shouldn't.
They turned on that.
Oh. Or they turned off one. It's darker. Oh, maybe. All right, so go ahead and. All right.
1, 2. Hello.
It should be good. Yep, we're good. So I'm experimenting with a new portable system. Normally I have the whole microphone set up, everything.
yeah.
So this is a new one. So either way,
We'll make it work.
we'll make it work. So guys, continuing on today here at Frankenboltzzzz. Sorry, I was about to say Mad Llama, but that's where he's from. So this is Steve, owner. Steven, sorry.
That's right.
Owner, operator, brewer.
One of them. Yep.
One of them.
Yeah,
Of,
me and my brother-in-law.
okay.
Do it together.
So Mad Llama Brewing in Spring.
Yeah, Spring, Texas.
Okay. What's the location?
22131 Rothwood Road.
Okay. Yep. So, either way, so they actually have done a collaboration with Frankenboltzzzz.
Yeah, we did a really big barley wine.
Really
About
big.
13%.
Only 13%. So I really enjoy that. That's the first barley wine I've had in a while, and because I had a run-in with a whole lot of barley wines and barrel-aged old ales in one afternoon, followed by a normal beer tasting after that.
Barley wines can catch up to you and get you in a lot of trouble. I know from past experience of
I mean,
us sitting around doing it at home.
Anywhere from 13 to 15%.
Oh, yeah.
Especially barrel-aged.
Yep.
But that particular beer is fantastic. I'm actually drinking the 6 Llama, which I haven't had before.
Well, hopefully you're enjoying it.
Oh, I am actually.
And that's one of the ones that Chuck specifically requested for us to bring out today for his event that we're here for, the
Indeed.
Booze, Brews, and Barbecues.
Indeed. See, we just talked about this. It should be barbecues, but it's not.
There we go. Yeah,
But it's the only one that's singular.
that's true.
But also, we were talking about how it could be barbecue, booze, and cruise.
Could be.
I said cruise, by the way. I realized I said that wrong.
Easy to make it different.
You can move it around. 3 Bs. So eventually, they'll just be called 3 Bs. But anyway, so cool event going on out here. Hopefully, they got a chance to try your stuff. Either way.
We brought it out for him.
Since that's half the a third of the reason they're out here.
Yes, sir.
So they've already done the haunting stuff. They've just tried some barbecue. Not the good stuff, but I've pointed them towards the good stuff.
There
Sorry,
is some great barbecue.
sorry, Clay. It's good. I ate a lot of it, but it's not bar A good.
There we go.
Yeah. So, you guys just had your 1-year anniversary a little while ago at Mad
Last
Llama.
weekend.
Last weekend.
Yep.
Sorry. The last 4 weeks have bled together so crazily.
I'll agree with you.
Yeah.
They're bleeding together for me also.
That and the heat makes it so much worse.
Welcome to Houston, Texas. Like I said when we
I
were
mean,
standing outside.
I grew up here, and it doesn't matter.
No.
We have a selective memory when it comes to the heat. Every summer we go, damn, I don't remember it being this hot, because our brain is so fried by the end of August.
I agree.
Like sometime around mid-October, we finally get to have 75-degree days.
How we ran around and barefoot on the concrete when we were growing up, I still don't know how we did it.
I said this a few weeks ago. I'm like, how did we grow up in this heat and not remember it? And we ran around all day outside, riding bikes, doing whatever, and we didn't need a bottle of water every 5 minutes.
No.
How
And
the
we
hell
go
did
drink out of the hose if we were going
we
to.
drink superheated water out of a vinyl hose, and somehow that was fine. But I don't know how. What? It was good water because
Yep, we're all still here. None of us died from it.
yet. Now we have plastic in our testicles. Somehow. But either way, so you guys just celebrated your 1 year. I unfortunately have not made it out there. This is the first time I've got to really try your specific beers, and at least the six Llama I'm enjoying.
That was one of our originals. When we first opened our doors a year ago, we opened the doors with an amber ale, a double imperial IPA, which is
Yeah.
our elder, the 6 Llama American IPA, and our Honey Llama Light Lager.
Oh, I might like that one too. Actually, she would probably really like that one. You know what's really funny? I introduced her to craft beer by taking her to Jester King
Oh.
for sours.
There you go.
So, yeah. So, we're waiting in line for the Atrial Rubicite, their raspberry sour, right? And somebody,
We've been dating for about 2 months.
yeah, legit, like 2 months. And if you want a mic, I'll give you a mic, my love. I have to push all the buttons, but I'll give you a mic if you want to.
She wants to inject her part of the story also.
Look, she never wants to be on the podcast, so I'll take anything I can get.
There we go.
She's a little tipsy, so it's fine. Either way. So she got to start out with sours, but then it turns out she really loves German styles.
We have a good Helles on tap at Mad Llama.
Bro, nobody ever has Helles.
We do.
Okay, so let me tell you the story. So we're standing in line. It's about 110 degrees outside, no shade, and we're in line for this beer. But you can only get 2 bottles at a time, 2 pours or something. So this girl walks by. I don't know anything about craft beer. This girl walks by, and I'm like, "Hey, honey, I want what she's drinking, that wine."
Red wine.
Everybody laughs and looks at me, and he says, "Honey, that's the beer that we're in line for." And I'm like, "Oh!" I swear I turned as red as the atria. Was it atria? Atrial. Oh, man.
I could see that being embarrassing.
But what really threw me for a loop was, one, she likes lagers. Everybody said they like lagers when they realized they like Kolsch.
Yeah.
But what's really funny is one of the first beers we tried at B52 back in the day was their very smoky Rush beer,
Okay.
and she loved it. I'm like, a girl who grew up on booze and light beers loved a weird, super smoky ale, basically.
There we go.
So, but you mentioned a Helles. One of my favorite ones was from Freetail, Bad Out of Helles.
Okay.
That's a pretty solid
Yeah,
one.
Retail on there in Dallas.
San Antonio.
Okay. I was gonna say
That's where-
they're one of the
That's where all them bats are.
Texas cities.
Yeah, exactly. But that's one of my favorite ones. And I actually gave that to my mother-in-law, who was a hardcore Bud Light drinker, and she liked it.
Oh wow.
They called it one of them dark beers because it's not just crystal clear.
Yep.
Hey, Matt, what's up, buddy?
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up?
So this is Matt,
Matt from Smoke Crows.
So good buddy Matt, who's been mentioned repeatedly on the podcast, but has yet to make it on one. So I'm talking with Stephen right now, but if you want to come on here in a bit, by all means. We can bullshit about whatever.
Yeah, we will.
Steven, Mad Llama. Steven at Mad Llama, delicious beer. Great environment, all the above. So
And also you're very happy to be all over the place for different breweries, because I wouldn't know about it if not for you.
hey, we gotta support the craft beer. So
I agree. I met you because of craft beer.
I got nothing else until later.
It's all good. You got to at least point the mic at him, because otherwise we get nothing but music. Which actually, Steven is technically running the music right now while sitting over here talking to me.
Yeah, and DeLong's Mobile Music, been in business for almost 25 years.
No kidding.
Yep.
So is Mad Llama your first entry into the craft brewery?
Yes. Me and Arian were brewing together for about 15 years as home brewers. We won some competitions, and
Yeah.
we got to the point where we had 12 beers on tap at his house at all times. And,
Wow.
And we were brewing almost every week anyways, and my sister-in-law...
They're like, hey, you guys should just do this and sell it.
Yeah. Well,
It's always
I think
somebody.
the final straw was she went out of town, and Arian thought it'd be a good idea to install a 8-tap professional bar top in his house on her kitchen.
I mean, that's the way to do it. Yes.
It looked
Wait,
awesome.
How long was she out of town?
Just on the weekend.
Okay, balls.
Ripped out the counter, put in a professional bar top.
I mean, money's money, right?
He was smart enough to keep the granite. He didn't break it up. He got his own piece of granite, so if he had to put it back, he could.
I mean, that would be the way to go, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I helped a buddy build his what do they call that? Wow, I've had a few of the beers today, so my brain is a little bit tired. When you build your own taps out of a freezer unit.
Kegerators.
Kegerator.
Yep.
So I helped a buddy build a kegerator because he had a certain idea of how to do it, and I'm like, why don't we do this double-walled and foam insulation between? So we added like 10 inches of wood all the way around, double-walled, insulated, and what drilled the tap handles through, and I'm just like,
Sounds like a good idea.
I mean, I'm not crazy. I just know how to build shit.
There we go.
And he was doing homebrew, but buying kegs as well. So also a good buddy of mine, I think he's still homebrewing. I haven't checked in with him for a little while. His name's Ken. He's up in Pflugerville, like way the hell up there.
I know where Pflugerville is. I've DJ'd out there many times.
But he used to make a spicy porter aged in Tabasco barrels.
Interesting.
Or on Tabasco, what is it when they drill out the little bits of the barrel? I forgot what the time. Staves? Not staves.
Yeah, I know what you're.
But you know, spirals, I think is what they're called.
About.
So, but they did it in multiple levels. So like the normal people level and then the super spicy level. Guess which one was better?
Probably the super spicy.
Yes,
just
it
because
really
you're
was.
saying that.
Like it was a solid porter, which I feel like nobody really makes porters anymore.
We make a Baltic porter.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, excellent.
We rotate between that and our stout. We always have a stout or a porter on tap.
Excellent. Got to have some type of legitimate dark beer.
Yep.
Dark beer is not determined by alcohol content.
No.
Like a lot of people believe.
And so many people just see a dark beer and they freak out when they look at it. Just because it's dark doesn't mean it's going to be super heavy.
That's the people who think that Guinness is a heavy beer when it's literally the same ABV as Bud Light.
Yep.
Guys, Guinness is 4.5. The same as a Bud Light, Miller Lite, or anything else.
It's
just
not even a true stout.
And it's not heavy. Now, if you get a proper Guinness, a little bit different. A little higher ABV, like what is it, 7?
I think so.
Seven, give or take, a little bit creamier, heavier on the nitro, stuff like that. If you're buying Guinness at the store, I love when I get light beer drinkers who tell me what a heavy beer is. I'm like, I go to Copperhead and I drink 13% stouts constantly. It's like, what are you calling a heavy beer?
Yep.
I was like, 10% is my average. It's like, if it's 10%, that's entry level for me at this point.
We have a 10%, no, 9% stout is what ours is at right now.
Look, I'll round up just for funsies.
There we go.
Call it should be 10. Somebody should have a 9% stout that says should be 10.
I like that.
10 in spirit.
I think our coffee stout actually was a 10%.
Nice. And we were talking about coffee stouts earlier because Seth at Copperhead has never technically made a coffee stout, even though King of Terrors is primarily a coffee stout. It's actually closer to a breakfast stout than it is a coffee stout.
Okay.
And sad days with what's going on with him,
Yeah.
but hopefully he gets his way and continues to brew, but no longer have to worry about ownership.
That'd be nice for him.
Because, I mean,
they make some good beers out of Copperhead.
Like damn near 10 years in business, I don't want him to go anywhere, and that's my fucking brewery.
Yeah.
I want to
I
keep
don't want to
going
see any
there.
of them go away. Yeah, we're all a community. We all support each other. And I think everyone in the brewery, that's one of the things I've noticed just in the year that we've been doing it is all the breweries love each other. They refer to each other.
They
scratch
should.
each other's back.
Because it comes down to you're not in competition. Because everyone, if you're good, everyone's going to make the rounds.
Yep.
And if you're lucky, they do it on the same day. If they're unlucky, they don't. But I mean, like, I like to drive a short distance when I'm drinking, if I can help it.
That's the goal, so you don't have to drive.
But then now I start hanging out here, which is a 25-minute drive one way.
Yeah.
Copperhead was 6 minutes on a bad day.
There you go.
So, I mean, Foss is pretty good if you really love German styles and decent pizza and pretzels. And a really cool location. That's a solid location downtown Conroe.
Downtown Conroe.
Dude, if that wasn't a brewery, it should have been a coffee shop. Because it's like straight out of Friends.
Wow.
The coffee section, the granite counter.
I've actually never been in there.
What?
I've had their beers, but I've never been to their brewery.
Go check it out just because it's so pretty. And then the singular bathroom sucks.
Yeah, I
They
could
got
see that.
a bathroom.
I could see that being a problem.
But it's beautiful because you walk in there, it's like beautiful old town, exposed brick, copper top ceilings, granite backdrop,
Oh, wow.
all this stuff. But then they have some of the bright tanks in the bar, and then the brew house
all
is
of
in the
our
back.
tanks are visibly on display in our brewery.
Because people want to see that shit.
Yeah, we actually on Wednesdays we open for steak night, and we have girls that run the bar for us. And me and Arian are actually actively brewing while things are going on
No shit.
on Wednesdays.
Have you made a good steak sauce from your stout yet?
We've made some steak sauces, and we've made some
Barbecue
sauces.
Excellent. I'm on board because one of the best. Like I made a barbecue sauce from B52's root beer.
Okay.
And
we brew our own root beer as well.
Okay, so I need to come to your place as soon as possible. Not today, obviously, but maybe next weekend.
Well, we'd love to have you out.
Or during the week, so my co-host Heffy is right over there, the tall man who just stood up.
All right.
So, and then Chad when he can eventually get to come out and do things.
Maybe we can do a
100%.
full podcast.
Oh,
out there
100
at the brewery.
100%. We will come out there and do a full podcast on a Thursday because that's his day off, so it makes it a lot easier.
Sounds good to us.
But I'm glad that you could come and hang out for a little bit here. And once again, to go ahead and plug it. Look at the camera. Go ahead and plug the thing.
Mad Llama Brewing. Come and see us. We're in Spring, Texas. We're at 22131 Rothwood Road.
Yes. And can confirm, at bare minimum, the collaboration here is fantastic, and the IPA is awesome, the 6 Llama. What else is on tap here today?
I don't know what all Chuck has because he rotates his beers a lot.
Well, I mean, from you.
Just a 6 Llama.
That's it? Okay,
Yeah,
I thought I saw something else. Maybe I'm
The
crazy.
6 Llama and the Franken Llama.
Okay, so how many beers do you currently on tap at your place?
We have 12.
12. Okay, what range?
We have
Of styles.
We have an amber. We have a double imperial IPA. We have an American IPA. We have an American light. We have an ESB.
Ooh.
We have the barley wine.
Yep.
We have a blonde.
Okay.
We have German Helles.
Yep.
We have a peanut stout.
Okay,
We
I'm
have
on board.
We have a Bach.
You have a Bach.
Yep.
Nice.
And we have a milk stout.
Okay, look,
I think that's all.
everything you said makes me want to go to there.
And we brew our own hard seltzer also.
I'm okay with that part, but
You got to have it for the non-beer drinkers.
I agree because
you want to give other people things to drink also.
I do agree with that 100%. So everything you said, at least style-wise, I'm on board for pretty much all of it, but I can drink anything.
Oh, and we have a hazy. I forgot. I left that one off.
Oh, no, a hazy IPA.
You got to have one of those nowadays.
Nowadays, that's for those beer advocate guys. Look, I love a hazy, but they're those people who worship hazies.
We're coming across that. We're having a hard time keeping our hazy in stock. We've literally rebrewed it 3 times already, and it's only been available for 5 months.
The megahertz here is fantastic. You know, it's a hazy IPA as well. Remember the good old days when you had to filter everything because you weren't allowed to have a beer that had some cloud in it?
That's one thing about all the rest of our beers.
Yeah.
Every one of our beers are crystal clear, as you can see with the 6 Llama.
Yeah, it is actually very,
One of the
very
things
clear.
that we're big into is our beer. We really want it to be.
Well, except for the milk stout. Milk stout you can't see through.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty
irony or something. So yeah, we will definitely come out there. We'll figure out a day to come out there. I'll hit you up so we know a good day for a good spot to hang out. And we'll have you guys on there. We'll probably do a taste test video out there because we do that too.
Wow, that's always fun.
Because the other thing we do on this channel, we do rank 6. So we'll take 6 of whatever and pair them against each other, and then rank it. So, like, if you would love to suggest like 6 of your beers that you want to pit against each other for people who haven't had them,
okay,
we can do that and sit down and do a podcast for that.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, so we can do that for sure. So, Stephen, thank you.
Yes,
awesome,
pleasure
Great
being on. Thanks for having us.
Loving the beers that I've had so far. I can't wait to do more.
Thank you.
Awesome.
If you haven't come out, come to Frankenboltzzzz also.
Yeah,
great beer here.
100%. I've been pushing it on the podcast for the last couple of weeks. Go to Frankenboltzzzz.
Yep.
It's a long drive, but it's worth it, especially now that they've finished everything in here.
The addition is amazing.
Yeah.
He did an incredible job on it.
Incredible job. Even like it was rushed for the show, but they finished it. It looks amazing. And come out here, play some darts, and have a good time. And thank God now people know there's 2 bathrooms.
There we go. Come see us at Mad Llama.
Mad Llama, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Steve.
I thought it was all the below.
Okay, Chuck, I'm going to let that slide just this once, brother. So, guys, I just wrapped up with Stephen, and actually I lost audio there at the end, so hopefully I don't know when it died on me. But since we were talking to Stephen, and he did a collaboration here with Frankenboltzz, I do have Mr. Frankenboltzz himself here, Chuck Boltz.
Chuck Boltz.
I don't know, it's your Facebook name. Chuck C.
I know.
Boltz.
That's
I don't
gonna
actually-
hide. Nobody knows who I am. Don't tell them that.
Look, that's not his real name.
It's Joe Bob. Joe Bob.
Joe Bob Dickensack.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cock and Balls. Joe Bob Cock and Balls. That's his name. Either way,
Anyway,
hi, Chuck. Look, I've been frequenting your bar for a little while.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm
Try
not.
harder.
Dude, you
Don't cancel me
Do
now.
you know you still have the lapel mic from theirs still on your shirt?
Yeah, and I don't give a shit.
No, that's just hilarious. It's still on you.
They
So-
can hear whatever they want. I
So,
don't care.
if you guys on the TV show are actually hearing Chuck talk shit right now, that's what's happening. But either way, brother,
I'm always talking shit. If I'm not talking shit, I have nothing to say.
yep, try to aim it at your face, sir. Point it at your mouth like a penis.
I-
pretend like it's a penis.
That would be Clay, because he sucks.
The barbecue's okay.
Yeah, well, his barbecue's good, but he sucks beyond that.
So we need to talk about Clay, because when Clay was running bar the other weekend, he put $70 worth of other people's shit on my tab.
Thank God. I needed the extra money. Hey, I told him,
I don't know if
get the
anybody
rich
paid
guy.
for that.
Get the rich guy.
Look, I didn't pay for. I'm not rich. I'm poor as fuck. If
You
I
don't
was,
have a podcast. You don't have a brewery.
bro, if I was rich, I'd have a brewery. I'd pay.
You have to be rich to even have half a brewery.
That's entirely true, which is why I would have one. So like, I would buy Copperhead and fuck it, and I would have Seth work for me.
Yeah, doubtful.
Well, he wants to be the head brewer if he sells. He said that publicly. He wants to stay on as head brewer
Until he gets bored.
until he gets bored,
Until you tell him what to brew.
which I wouldn't do.
Yeah, you would.
Not really. I'd be like, well, okay. The only thing I would
I
ask.
want a sour. Okay.
No.
I'm good.
Look, I got plenty of breweries that'll make sours. I know he won't. But the only thing I would make him brew.
What breweries are you talking about? I'm just kind of questioning this because
Look.
they don't make real beer. Then is what I heard.
What a dick. he is the pro wrestler of brewing in town.
No, I believe in one thing: real beer.
Yeah.
We grew up on real beer. We didn't have fancy things like the daggum.
Like hops. We didn't have hops. We didn't have grains.
No, we had all those. That was normal.
You actually didn't have barrel aging.
No, I
That's
used to
true.
do
That didn't happen.
too.
No, when you grew up.
But no, the point is we did not have a whole bunch of stupidity like a sour, a seltzer, whatever the latest trend is today.
Look, I'll give you seltzers. I'm a sour guy, but I like.
I know, I can
but-
see it in your face.
But I like all beers. That's
That's not a beer.
I've only met.
It was a mistake made by one brewery here in Texas, and I'm not saying the name of the brewery.
You should, because I can
I
bleep
won't.
it. Bleep it if he says it. Say it.
Joe's. Exactly. See, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I do.
I mean, I didn't know Crab Shack made beer. Actually, they should. I don't know why they don't.
I don't either. Well, they just contracted.
That would
out
be
to,
contract brewing it.
Southern Star.
No, it'd be Mercury.
Well, they used to use Southern Star for.
Are you
everything.
shitting me?
Yeah,
I didn't
well,
know
no,
that.
A lot of people used to use Southern Star for a lot of it back when Dave owned it, and I can't blame them.
In the Mega Brewery, not the original.
yeah.
I mean, I don't blame that either. Like, because I knew like.
But that's the difference between a brewery and a brew pub. They're allowed to do that, where I cannot
Yeah.
contract brew for somebody unless they are just a TABC. Basically, I'm just selling them beer and I'm letting them rename it. But
Yeah. That's true. So
what's this guy walking up here for?
So this is Jeff. This is my co-host. So
Co-host?
this is his first day out here. He has never had your beers before or anything. So that's Chuck, Jeff, Heffy. Yeah,
You're not on camera.
it's okay. He is. He's on camera every
I
week.
try not to be on camera at all because
Right, that's
I'm
evidence.
offensive.
Look, you get used to being fat on camera.
I'm always fat.
That's
Don't
what I'm
give a shit
saying.
About that.
But yeah, the camera puts on as many pounds as you want it to.
But I have too much fun.
17. I'm not actually as fat as I look. I'm just have a lot of cameras nearby.
That's it.
Look, there's security cameras everywhere at all times. The CIA is always watching.
Central Idiot Agency?
Yeah, that one.
Oh.
Yep. So either way, back to
He said that. He
yeah.
told me that before, to say that beforehand.
I did not.
CIA agents, it's all his fault.
Look, FBI agent that's already watching Chuck, it's all true.
I'm not that type of guy. It's all this guy right here. I mean, he has a podcast. All I do is brew beer. I don't know nothing more.
Look, all I do is drink
I make
beer.
a lot of pizza, but that's not
You
the
do
point
make
here.
a lot of pizza. So it's funny, I've been out here for almost every fucking weekend for the last month straight, and I only finally got to have your pizza last weekend.
I'm sorry. I'll try hard. Don't cancel me yet.
No, it's not. It's my fault for not ordering pizza, but I'm always out here for the market days, and there's so much other good food. But finally got to try the pretzel today. Pretzel was solid. Gotta love a good pretzel and a beer. Gotta love that.
Hey, we're about food. We're about beer. We're about people.
Yeah, and good times.
Yeah, I want everybody to come in. I mean, it's like today we have Barry from Shinedown here, and Ty, a barbecue
John.
guru, and John.
Whatever John does, technically
Well, we're
speaking.
worried about John. He
I mean,
might
you
kill
should.
somebody.
John does look connected through some type of sanitation department.
Well, he is like the guy who protects Shinedown and Motley Crue.
I didn't know about Motley Crue, but that makes sense.
Both of them.
Okay, so don't fuck with John.
Yeah, don't fuck with John.
It's fine. I'll make sure when I have him on later, I'll be like,
Except on the dartboard, I'm trying to teach them, but they're a little slow.
look, I've been following. I don't come out for the dart nights, but I've seen the winners and losers every weekend, and I know not to mess with you.
I'm always a loser. I don't give a shit.
Not at darts.
Yeah, I am. I
Oh.
try to lose more often than not.
No, you try. You have to try to lose.
I didn't say it. I said that out loud. Oh,
You
shit.
did say that out
I
loud.
thought my mic was off.
It's not. Well,
Damn it.
no,
Damn
it's
it.
not. I had to make sure, unlike with Steven, that it is actually, in fact, on. My battery died on me over there, but luckily I just happened to be by one of your lovely plugs right there. I'm stealing your electricity.
Oh, my God. That's it.
But I'm buying your phone.
Hey. Charge them extra $20. No.
I mean, I'll trade electricity for tokens. So, like, so you guys are on what? How many years?
For March 27th,
Okay. Yeah, I was out here for that.
we've been on a little bit of the struggle bus the last couple months. Not bitching, but we've seen a fall off. I'm just glad we're not one of the
And-
breweries that we're talking about shutting down around town right now.
Yeah. Or bars, for that matter.
We're working our butts off. We're trying to make it better for everybody. It may be a little hot in here today. Well,
There's a lot of
we
bodies
got a
in here.
friggin' packed house, so
Yeah.
I don't know what to
So,
say.
so the only thing you need to do is extend that trunk right to here, and we'll be good. This corner is very warm because we're right by this door.
Well, no.
But-
I also need to have another probably 3 or 4 tons of AC put in here.
Eventually, yes. But look, I can't complain that much. We got good beer and good food.
And it's not terrible in here. It's just not.
Look, it's an unreasonable day. It's not your fault that there's no wind and it's like 98 degrees.
No, that's Shae's fault. That's Shae's fault.
Damn it, Shae. Where is Shae? There she is.
Friggin'
We need to
Shae.
get Shae on here in a minute.
Shae!
Yeah. Shae ain't listening. Come here, Shae.
Get over here.
Yeah.
Stand right here.
Yeah. So
Is it not your fault that it's unreasonably hot today?
It probably is, honestly. I do control the weather. I control you. I control everything.
I didn't know you were Jewish.
I mean,
Druish. She's Druish.
Oh. Like Carrie.
Yeah.
That's the glasses. So, awesome. So you put on a hell of a thing going on today because you are kind of the event coordinator around here. So
She ain't worth a crap, but
Look-
I love her anyway. She tries.
look, as far as
Bless her heart.
Chuck, I know, I already know she's your boss. She's the boss lady. I know this. You make the beer and you make the pizza.
Don't make me take these glasses off, boy.
Okay, Randy. Oh shit! Put them back on. Put them back on. Oh God. Fuck.
See what I'm getting here?
Hold on, wait.
I can't deal with this shit anymore.
Hold on, wait.
Just can't do it. Just can't do it.
There.
Um,
Okay, now he looks better. These aren't my glasses, by the way.
It's an emergency situation. Shae, here, you handle this.
Chuck, you go do that. Shae, if you want to sit down for a minute, if you have a
Alright.
minute to sit down.
Yeah, I can.
Are we doing
Oh.
TV show things? Or are we doing other things?
Whatever.
No, I mean over there. That's what I was asking.
Oh no, it was other things.
Oh, other things. Okay, so I'm not worried about other things. Hi, Shae.
Hey,
Hi. So you so lovely to let me record here today.
of course.
Well, actually, technically, anytime I would like to, but today it just worked out because there's a whole lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just doing normal, whatever, talking, interviewing people, and hopefully recording. Because unfortunately, I was talking to Stephen for a while, and I don't know when it stopped recording over there because the battery died.
Cute.
Yeah. So that part sucks.
Yeah.
So how long have you been here with Frankenboltzz?
4 years.
4 years, so the whole time, basically?
Yeah, pretty much the whole time. I came on pretty much a month after opening.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was your initial job here?
So I met Chuck, and he wanted artwork.
Really?
And so I was like, I diddle. So I.
She means doodle.
I diddle.
Dabble might be the word you're looking. She diddles artwork.
I diddle artwork. So.
That's what.
That's what she said.
It- I mean, literally. Okay.
So I started making beer labels for him, and then it turned into this crazy art that I do.
Okay.
And now it's one of my passions.
So you're an artist at heart,
Yes.
in the very literal sense.
Yes.
So you're into graphic design and all that.
Mhm.
So is there anything we would recognize outside of the brewery that you've done?
No,
Well, that's unfortunate.
I'm an optician by day.
Okay, I need glasses.
The art of seeing.
Or is it the art of being seen?
Or is the art of looking good while seeing?
I like that. I like that. Because I need new glasses.
Well,
But
take my card.
I've got insurance.
Yeah.
I've got really good insurance.
Well, good.
It's fine. Either way, so
Any hoosers.
any hoosers. But
Any hoosers.
so you've been here for the whole time, effectively. How did you get up to the more or less the position you're at now?
So, because I'm a go-getter,
Go get him, girl.
and
Get him, girl.
I am a workaholic, and once upon a time I was a wedding planner.
That makes
And,
sense.
Yeah. So I just love it. I love the thrill of just organization and events and being able to make people happy and just being able to produce so much.
So let me ask you a really weird question.
Yeah.
How do you do with the internalized stress of your clients?
My hair's falling out.
I mean, it does look lovely,
Thank you.
And
Thank
thick.
You. Thank you.
but frizzy today because the humidity's ridiculous.
Humidity's got us.
It's fucking absurd today.
It's disgusting.
There's no wind.
No.
That's your fault for not controlling the weather, lady.
100%.
But it hasn't rained much, so you're good there.
Yeah.
Conroe's getting rain, but
Is it?
Montgomery's not.
Well,
Supposedly.
Hopefully the rain stays away from us too.
I see a burn on your arm. What the hell happened there?
No.
Or bruise under here.
Who knows?
What?
I bruise. I always have bruises all over me. I have bruises here. I have bruises.
Really?
everywhere. Yeah. I bruise.
The hell happened there?
Who knows?
Oh, who knows?
I don't even know.
So she suffers from who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows disease?
Who knows?
That's a shirt.
Yeah.
I suffer from who knows disease. Make September who knows disease awareness. Do it.
That works.
Do it.
Yeah.
Make it blue
Yeah.
or black and blue.
Black and blue.
Do
Black
it.
and blue.
Do it.
Purple?
Black and blue fading into purple.
Yes.
Oh, purple label on a blue
Ombre?
shirt. No, purple. A purple logo on a blue shirt.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it fades into darkness, and on the inside it says "Who knows."
Who knows?
Look, I'm a designer too.
Hey.
So I made our logo here, our lovely. Now you made an awkward logo there. I mean, I stole clip art, but it is what it is.
It is
But the face palming card is all me. But the thumbnails and shit that I produce for our show is all me, and AI. But either way. So okay, let me go there. So you are a graphic designer. You like the design thing. How do you feel about AI essentially stealing the job from everybody who legit does things?
So AI is you're not gonna get that personalization.
True.
You're not gonna get that cute touch of like what you can do to fully experience what you're doing.
I agree.
It's what I do is more of like a heartfelt situation where it's like I can put more into it. I can say I type things into AI to kind of help me get an idea.
Yeah.
Sure.
A good basis.
A good basis, a good thought. But
Because effectively, when you work with a client to design something, it is they feed you a prompt, you create a render of some sort,
yeah.
and then you give them something that they ultimately are unsatisfied with, but won't tell you until later,
Yeah.
until you're 2 weeks from the project being done, and they go, well, I don't really, look, I know, I get it, I get it. If you're also into web design and building websites, it would be 1,000,000% worse.
Oh God.
Imagine being 80% done with a website, and then the client says, I don't really like it.
Ew.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike, former co-host of this show. That happened to him.
Oh man.
He literally got 80% done with a full website, and the client said, I don't really like the design, and had him start over for the same price.
So funny enough, Chuck and I we're best friends.
Okay.
First and foremost, and we I do collaborate with him a lot with my artwork.
Yeah.
And I'll have it done and I'll show it to him.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, oh, but I want this too. Oh,
Yeah.
Can we add this? No, we can't add it. This is not cut and paste.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, the Frankenboltzzzz Frankie design over there
Yes.
on the bar, that's
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
The big fat chin, Frankenboltzzzz design, I like that. Is the basic logo on you? Like this, on the coin here?
No. So I designed it.
Okay.
I designed the coin, but that came on before I joined in.
Okay.
So it's
So he hired a lesser artist to do that.
no, he actually found it, and
I don't know what that's like at all.
Chuck actually came up with it, and
Yeah. That's fine. Look, steal but give credit.
yeah, exactly. No, and
That's what art's all about. Stealing but giving credit.
Yep. So that's it's all properly done through copyright and everything else. So,
Yeah.
it works. But
Coolness. So, up to date,
yes,
what is your most stressful event you had to plan?
this one.
This one,
Yeah.
because you're also coordinating with a developing TV show
Yeah. Exactly.
and having to remodel and rebuild the brewery.
100%.
But was the remodel in plan already and
Yeah.
just forced it ahead?
So we've been talking about this for over a year. We've been talking about remodeling. We've been talking about doing things and kind of freshening it up a little bit, expanding space, and it turned into this whole okay, it's crunch time. Let's do it.
It's like, hey guys, we got 6 weeks,
Yeah.
but
5 weeks.
we can't tear out the wall until 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
Like when I say legit 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
there was a wall there,
yeah.
and now there's a full extra bar, an entirely moved wall, another new bar looking into the brew house.
Yeah.
And now we know there's a bathroom on the other side of the brewery that nobody knew about.
It was our secret bathroom.
Secret bathroom. Where's Chuck's office supposed to be?
It's gonna be back there.
Okay, I was wondering
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
But I was gonna say make him work in the kitchen no matter what.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
hilarious.
100%.
Pull a chair up where he makes pizza.
Your pizza's ready at the bar, Kiefer.
Kiefer, your pizza's ready. Get your fucking Kiefer, get your fucking pizza.
He's a good friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. You don't meet a lot of
This
Kiefers.
is actually his first time here.
What?
Yeah.
So my co-host Heffy, this is his first time here too.
Oh, really?
He's having a good time, enjoying the beer and everything else like that. It's a long drive. He lives in New Waverly.
It's not that far.
You live in the Woodlands.
I live here.
I thought you lived in the Woodlands.
No, I work in the Woodlands.
Oh, my mistake.
I work in the Woodlands.
So you live around the corner.
Yeah, I live 15 minutes north.
15 minutes north on this road right here.
Yes.
I'm not going to say which one because you don't need to hunt down Shae.
Well, I live off a county road, so
I know where you're at. I may or may not have gone to your house without you knowing.
I have enough artillery to take care of business.
Look, she's an armed lady. But you can hit her up for an event here at
Just don't come to my property. We're fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
I meant for work. I've probably been to her house. Is what I meant to
Yeah,
say.
probably.
I have customers everywhere. It's what I do. I go everywhere for people who want things done.
Yes.
It's a thing. Much like Shae.
Yeah.
So wait, You got to drive from out here to the Woodlands for work?
Every day,
Balls.
5 days a week.
That 7 o'clock 105 traffic's a bitch.
I don't go 105.
You go down through Fish Creek.
No.
Which way do you go?
Jackson, 149,
Really?
478, Taylor,
Really?
978, yeah.
Holy shit, that's a big bypass. Damn.
It's pretty
like
amazing.
I know all the roads out here because I watched them get built.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a good drive. Like she works 1960 sometimes, and if 45's fucked, she'll go Fish Creek, 2978, all the way down to 1960.
It's so much.
Yeah.
It is so much.
But hey, at least you live out here where it's pretty,
Yeah, exactly.
and there's not that many
I live
people.
on 20 acres out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah.
I live in a 2-bedroom apartment amongst a lot of people.
Yeah.
Go ahead. She's touching her phone that she left on the podium.
Yes.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fine. It's fine.
See, we don't believe in framing around here, but it's okay.
Oh.
It's all good. Look. I brought one phone with me today. That was my mistake. Actually, I brought 2 phones, but I only brought 1 tripod. So that was actually my mistake.
Yeah.
I brought the good tripod. However, I had to borrow a fan from my good friend Heffy. Good Lord, your phone looks heavy. Oh, yes.
So,
we're going to get a picture here.
yeah.
Yeah, get Chuck middle fingering.
Don't put your finger down.
How did he know? How did he know to come over here and get a finger involved?
Exactly.
Yeah, make sure you face the logo. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, like an ice cream cone. There's a reason I put it on all 4 sides. So, go ahead.
Switch.
No.
I mean, we're good. We're good.
It's done. Crisis is done.
Crisis averted by the Chuck.
Oh, it's open.
Of course.
Good.
Ignorant people don't know how to open a door.
Okay.
Or use the door.
So,
So what, the bathroom was,
Locked because somebody hit the lock on the way out.
and nobody knows how to push the thing from the inside with the thing to push the
They
thing?
started screwing everything up, especially Shae. Shae does this the best.
I did nothing.
Look, she's good with art. Doors are another story.
Yeah.
Spelling, another story. Spelling. That's
Look, I can do math.
There's a reason there's so many Z's.
Is someone watching my concierge desk?
No, that's your job.
Okay, well then I gotta go.
Okay, concierge lady, go ahead. Thank you, Shae, so much. Thank you so much. Fantastic.
Have to kick her out of here.
That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and end this right now unless you want to talk some more.
No,
Oh,
I have nothing to say.
Chuck's back with his balls out. It's fine.
I'm tired. This sucks.
I mean, you're making money.
I know. I'm not supposed to solve all the problems. I mean, come on. It's a basic door opening situation here. Situation of door opening. It's pretty fucking easy.
I agree with the unlocking the door from the outside bullshit. That is stupid. People don't know these things. Like it's either going to be a fucking paperclip or a screwdriver. One of the two.
If you're a millennial, just watch a YouTube video on it. Let's get this straight. You can do it right then, and you fix it, baby.
Even worse, take a picture of it, upload it to Google AI, and say, "How do I unlock this door?" It'll probably show you.
I can't disagree with that one.
Chuck,
see, I'm always getting called out of here. I can't.
It's
I
all
can't
good.
sit down and talk to y'all for 5
You
minutes.
might want to throw a Band-Aid on that before you make another pizza.
No.
Blood is
I'm
part
not
of
making pizza.
Oh, you're not? What are you doing today?
I'm doing what I'm doing, Adam.
Look, Chuck's here, and his
All
Chuck
right.
to the stage.
Chuck to the main stage.
Get to you,
All right.
buddy.
Stripper pole time. No, just kidding.
I mean, that's the only thing you're lacking, a stripper pole. So we're back, basic crew here, because I haven't seen Heffy technically in like 2 hours.
Yeah, I've been goofing off, talking, hanging out.
He's literally providing the ability for my wife to take a nap right now.
Yeah. I fired up the van, got the AC running.
Oh, hey, look, a fan blowing on
Got
us.
the battery bank fired up and cooled it off. And she said, "Can I take a nap?"
No, Steven, don't take the chairs. He's taking the chairs.
Chuck.
The Mad Llama man took our chairs. As long as they don't take the ones that are holding up the fan, we'll be good. So, how's your first experience here at Frankenboltzz?
Dude, this couldn't have been a better day, man.
I'm telling you, I've been saying for weeks now.
It is neat how many layers of friends in it overlap and how many people you end up knowing when you come to a place like this.
Yeah, no, and on an event like this.
Especially, you know, we've been in the craft brew scene for 15 plus years.
20-ish.
And you really don't realize how many people you know until you show up in the middle of nowhere, someplace you've never been, and you've got a handful of people that you've been friends with for years.
And let's be fair, this is literally middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
This is literally on farmland in the middle of Nowheresville.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, actual Montgomery is like 8 miles that way.
Ooh, it's hot.
Yeah, but the fan is actually helping. Because it was pointed where Jessica was sitting, and now she's not here because she's napping, in theory.
Yeah, she's enjoying a good nap.
Hopefully. She was like, baby, can we go home? I'm like, no.
Dude, she's got a bunk. She's got a nice pillow. She's got my whoopee. So
Oh, really?
yeah, she's
Yeah.
comfy.
Well, either that or she'll just watch reels on her phones for the next 2 hours.
Probably.
Look,
Till the battery dies.
I mean, the heat is
It
good.
got hot.
The heat is pretty rough. Don't get me wrong.
Well, it's only a 5,000 BTU unit sitting in there.
Blowing directly. Hi, that's
Oh,
Clay.
you're about the barbecue man.
What's up, Clay?
How you doing, y'all? Y'all doing all right?
What's up, brother?
How you doing, buddy?
They're sweating hot.
Yeah, I mean, we're in here sweating, so it is what it is.
But y'all got way cooler air than I have.
Well,
A little bit.
We only have cooler air because, Brittany, you're blocking the fan.
Yeah. Brittany, come on.
We're fatter than Clay. Put it on us.
It's cold in here to me.
I beg to differ.
So,
it's cold in here to me.
so,
Oh, my God.
so, how involved are you with the barbecue being served outside?
About half of it. Zane did the other half. We kind of collaborated today. He did the brisket, the pulled pork. I did the ribs, chicken, turkey, pinto beans. We kind of split everything half-eaten.
Yeah. So let me ask you about the turkey. Like it almost had like a stewed, like consistency to it. Not in a complaint factor.
No,
It was super moist.
I inject it, plus right when I wrap it, once I get enough smoke on it, in my opinion, I pour more of the injection over it, wrap it up so it's sitting there.
So it's literally stewing in juices. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, because one of my biggest things is for a barbecue place.
Yes,
not
sir.
that this is that, is beans and turkey. If
Right.
you don't fuck up your beans and your turkey is moist, everything else should be on point.
Yes, sir. I'd agree with that. Yeah. Did you try the beans today?
Beans were good, yeah.
Okay.
I was the only one who bought everything.
Yeah, we had a couple plates of everything. We all shared it. It was real good.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So
Good
I
deal.
didn't have the ribs because I'm not a ribs guy. How were the ribs, Heavy?
Ribs were great. I was telling Clay, I'm picky
They're
about
not
barbecue,
cook-off ribs.
and they don't have to be. They just got to be good.
No, I mean, because cook-off, they want them sweet. They want to bite it, leave teeth marks. The meat doesn't pull off the bone, and I can't stand it.
And
Fuck that. It should be falling off the bone.
You did what I'd call more of a Texas style rib.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Most competitions are more Missouri style or stuff like that. Kansas City style.
Yeah, pointed at you. I already got one in my mouth, and it's making me nervous.
Well, I have more mics, but I don't at the same time. I only have 2 of these things. But anyway,
But
it was
anyway,
good. It was
Yeah,
like
I'm picky about barbecue, and yours I'll eat all day.
Wait, who did the pulled pork?
Zane did.
Yeah.
Okay, Zane needs to work on seasoning a little bit.
He said it needed a little more seasoning. He added some after he tasted it. I've got some out there that I cooked that we didn't serve today. So if I need to heat that up later and let you try it, I can tell you. You can tell me whether I did good or not.
I mean, it had good pork flavor, but
Yes, sir.
but the actual barbecue seasoning was lacking.
I don't know there. I hadn't tried it.
But
I don't eat barbecue. I cook so much barbecue.
That's like saying that we don't drink.
I cook so much barbecue. I hate it. I'll eat sausage wrap or sausage sandwich, but I will not eat. I hate barbecue.
Oh, really?
Really?
And
Okay, so this is interesting.
And I told myself the day I stop wanting to eat, it's the day I stop cooking it.
So hold on, I feel like I need an actual third mic for Clay here on the barbecue topic. Well, let me fire up a mic real quick. Hold on, this is worth it. Give me a second. Nah, well, you can
get you a
if you
chair.
want to sit down. We can pull up a chair. We can sit you over there. You just won't be on camera. Oh no shit! I didn't know that. All right, let me get you. Okay.
That hatch.
So basically, keep that pointed at your face about that far apart, and you're good. Like this. Yep.
We're in trouble now.
A little bit.
There you go.
Exactly like that, Clay. Good.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, so this way I don't have to hold shit up to Clay's face. So either way,
That's scary.
I don't feel. I mean, I can hold a phallus towards your face if you like, if you want, but we're not going to be friends like that.
Well, I mean, if we go in the bathroom, we could do it.
The Chucky bathroom or the non-Chucky bathroom?
Hey, what Chucky sees, no one needs to know.
Chucky has seen some shit.
I put a sign in there one day that said, go to www.chuckycam.com for reactions and photos.
Yeah.
They're like, Clay, you're fired. But I've been fired about 10 times. They bring me back.
There you go.
Wait, you're not even an employee.
I mean, I'm a voluntold.
Yeah. I mean, you helped build a lot of the shit
Yes,
this
sir.
week, right?
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to come out and help, but work decided I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I did.
I took a little hiatus of not working and got my life back together, got a job again, and Chuck's not liking it because I can't devote myself like I did before in here. But
Yeah.
he's learning.
It happens. Okay, so back to the barbecue idea. So
Yes, sir.
it's an interesting idea. Is there any, like, I worked pizza for 6 years.
Yes, sir.
I have yet to not be happy with pizza. Is there a
I've eaten
food?
pizza my whole life?
Yeah. But have you ever served it? Like, I mean, outside of here.
I mean, I've cooked a couple in here, but never served it.
But
Sir.
barbecue, you've cooked so much you don't want anything to do with.
I have no desire to eat barbecue.
So I've had people who say the same thing about fried chicken. If you work a fried chicken place, you want nothing to do with fried chicken.
And I'd probably agree with them, but I love my fried chicken. But
Yeah. You got a good fried chicken
we
rips?
had a barbecue restaurant for about 9 months. Had to go right back into the tower business because I needed the money.
I mean,
We didn't have the money for advertising, all that kind of good stuff. And it worked on us hard. But had to go back into the tower business. But no, I've cooked enough barbecue. I'll eat a sausage wrap or just sausage link.
yeah.
But
Oh, hell,
I'm not sitting down making a plate of barbecue. That's not happening.
I help out with cook-offs at the American Legion over in Willis.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of times we don't even eat barbecue. We'll
Right.
cook something else. We'll put on a etouffee or a Creole corn soup or jambalaya or something.
The old Rusty Rooster.
Yeah.
Borski's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, we're south of there in Willis.
Oh, south. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's up north.
Got you.
Up north, up in the
Yeah,
way all the way up north in Willis, right?
Yeah, way up north.
Right.
North of the lake. But
it's a good thing.
But isn't it interesting that you can literally get sick, make something so much you get sick of wanting to eat it?
Yes, sir.
Isn't that weird?
Don't get me wrong. I'll take a bite of it when I'm slicing it.
But you ain't doing it on
It go
purpose.
hard. It came out fine.
Yeah.
You're going to take that first cut off the tip. That's yours.
No.
That's always mine.
I got a buddy of mine. I
So
save
like the
all that
moil,
for
the
him.
first cut off the tip is yours. That's a Jewish joke for anybody who missed it. It is loud in
You're
here.
gonna give me trouble. I'm German.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm Ukrainian, so let's fight.
Fair enough.
Old Ukraine, not new Ukraine. The original one.
Right. Both my grandparents came over before the war. Or great grandparents.
Oh, before. Okay, so I can't blame you for anything.
Right.
Mine were after.
Now,
There wasn't anything to come back from.
My grandfather worked in a prison camp, but it was a German prison camp in San Antonio. He was a German interpreter.
There you
Okay,
go.
yeah,
And
that
I
works.
started some wars on Facebook about that one without explaining it.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
I had
yeah.
some people mad at me and then explain it. They're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, so my grandfather was a German prison guard. No, wait.
He worked
Wait.
He worked in a prison camp. And they'd all freak out, and I just laugh.
That's funny though, because like, just randomly, like, so my mom came over here literally on the boat from
Yes, sir.
from France because there was nowhere else for them to go post-war.
Nice.
My other side, my dad's family, got set up here a long time ago in the 1800s in the Swedish colony in Central Texas,
Nice.
like near Austin area.
Right.
So that's really funny. Like,
Yeah, my grandfather was born just south of San Marcos. I can't
Okay.
remember the little community, but he met my grandmother at Green Hall. And I've taken all my grandkids to Green Hall and let them know where the great-grandparents or great-great-grandparents met.
yeah,
Well,
I
that's
mean-
a big German influence around there anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
sorry, I'm just checking the mic.
See, y'all know where you're from. I was adopted from birth. So according to Ancestry, I'm German, Scandinavian, Finnish. So basically,
fair enough.
angry
So-
Viking.
So
Yeah.
you're
You got the beard. You're all right.
I mean, you're somewhat similar to me, Swedish, Ukrainian.
Something.
You know, some Eastern Bloc, some North European.
And apparently 2% Senegalese.
Well,
look,
that was a mailman.
That's
a mailman.
or the milkman,
One or the other, yes, sir.
right.
or somebody had something in their woodpile.
And I still can't.
I can't say it here.
I'm with you.
He's not
I'm
enough.
doing my best not to say anything that's going to get me fired. I get fired here all the time, but
I mean, yeah.
I've been fired 10
What?
times.
Only.
They bring me right back the same day. But
Oh shit, we need help.
yeah, definitely.
I've only been fired from one actual job. Actually fired, proper.
I've been laid off, but is that technically fired?
No. Laid off usually gets benefits. Because they don't need you.
That is true.
I got fired from Papa John's because our assistant manager didn't have anything to drink that night.
Oh, the body.
Fuck you, Chris.
With love, sir.
No,
Fuck him.
no.
The dude would literally spend Friday and Saturday nights at the bar down the way from our pizza place being shitty. He would spend, like, after rush, he would go down there 3.5 hours just drinking solid and then come back to close out the night. That night, for whatever reason, he didn't get a chance to drink anything, and he took it out on me because I had run a whopping 5 deliveries on a Friday night in the Woodlands.
That's pretty slow.
That's pretty goddamn slow. And
That's
I was
not your fault.
But I was up for a triple to one remote neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
And I said, I'm going to take that. He tried to send me home. I said, let me run that first and I'll go home. And he said, no, go do your dishes and then get the fuck out. I was like, dude, I'm the next person up for a fucking triple to the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Nobody's getting triples tonight. And he fucking said, if you clock those out, you're fired. And I said, okay. And I clocked them out. Now, mind you, our actual manager was there. And when he said, hey, what's going on? And he said, Kevin blank no longer works here. He goes, okay. I'm like, fucking thanks. Oh, you know it's bad when we've opened up the attic stairs over there.
Oh, AC must have froze up.
It
Oh,
might have because
shit.
it's gotten warmer in here.
It's been working.
No, it still feels good in here. Go outside. And
No, it's
stay
very.
with me.
As long as there's
We were
airflow,
just
it
out
feels
there.
good.
She needed to go break.
And that's a good dog. What's her name?
Her name's River.
River?
River, like the water.
Yeah, she. I work contract security for a living. She works with me every night.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of his work dogs, the main one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Tech-
I did good today because I asked may I touch her.
Yes, sir. And I do appreciate
Do
it.
her thing.
Yeah.
You're doing good. See, the thing
I
is,
always got along with dogs. I don't know why, but I always have.
I prefer dogs to people.
actually, I think dogs got along with you. It's really wicked.
It could be that.
I think that's more true than the other part of it.
My dad sent me over to. My dad was an ag teacher in Temple, Texas,
Yeah.
and at that time we were into chicken fighting, which of course is a felony. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Now, then it was just a misdemeanor, but
Only.
he goes, go over to Bobby's house. It was one of the students he taught in ag. And I get to his house, and he's got a Doberman in his front yard. It took me 30 minutes to get through the gate, talking to the dog, get on the porch, then knock on the door. He opens the door, and he looks at his dog and looks at me and goes, how the hell did you get here?
Right?
Yeah.
I said, I'm Harry's son, Clay. He goes, never mind. He said, you can bullshit your way through anything.
Yep.
So,
'Cause
I got
you're
past
Harry's
the
son?
Doberman, 'cause my dad was his ag teacher.
Yeah.
His name was Harry. But yeah, when he realized my last name, he knew it was on. He's like, never mind.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Bullshit with the best.
Yeah. Harry's son. Wouldn't it be interesting if we kept that idea, like from the old days, like your last name was your father's name plus son?
Yeah, no doubt.
It'd be weird because my
Mine
name
is.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
Mine is.
Literally. His dad's name is Tom, and he's Thompson.
Well, I named my son my whole name, Stephen Clay Bowerslag, but I gave him, instead of junior, I gave him the second.
Yeah,
I
you can
didn't
give him a
want it to be
2.
Junior.
Yeah, give him a 2. 2 sounds
I didn't want
better.
it to be junior. It sounds, way more. We're holding your pinky out, elite.
Fair. Well, like my dad's a junior, but he didn't want to name his first son the same to make him a third.
Right.
So he changed the middle name so that he would have an individual name.
See, we kept middle names. My dad, mine, and my son, we all share the same middle name.
Right.
Asshole.
No, my son's a good kid.
Luke is an asshole.
No.
Yes. Okay. You're worse of an asshole. But Luke is still an asshole.
And my father's not.
I don't know your dad.
Nicest guy you're ever gonna meet.
That's our logo. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm sitting down to.
Yeah. Now you made it awkward podcast.
It's okay.
Yes.
We will.
Look, it's fine. Look, we're all just
talking to me. It's awkward already.
There you go.
Look. So we're doing a lot of things where we're trying to get more remote locations, like go out instead of just hanging out in my room.
Yes, sir.
So we did B52, we did Bartlett's.
Right.
Now this is our third on location here. This isn't a full show like normal, but we're working on doing Mad Llama sometime soon.
Yes, sir.
And on a slower day, we'll probably come out here in an afternoon and set up proper. Normally, you don't have handheld bullshit mics,
right?
It's okay.
Or the tiny lapel mic where hopefully you guys can even hear
Test
Clay.
1 2 test.
They can 100% hear that.
I said it quiet.
So here's the thing, Amazon. I have another set of these sitting on my doorstep right now.
Yes, sir.
It'd be great if they were here. Thanks, Amazon, for being.
I have to hold it and look awkward.
Actually, this is way more comfortable than that.
It's not bad. It's like what they call them little deals on
Chinchilla.
Star Trek.
Tribble. It's Tribble.
No,
Yeah.
Tribble. There you
So
go. I'm showing
well,
my age.
let
Sorry.
me show that. No, hold on. That is 100% a very old Tribble.
What was that episode? The Trouble with Tribbles?
Trouble with Tribbles, yes.
At least y'all understand what I was throwing out.
Look, I'm an old school Trekkie.
Yeah, we're
I
in our
understand.
40s, so.
Okay.
Well,
Gosh, the 40s.
I'm in my 40s. You are 40. You're not in yet.
Give me some time.
Oh, Dave pulling it. Hey, if you unplug my shit, I'm gonna be mad, Dave.
Yeah, I'm a year away.
Unplug that light, but not my shit. All right, so we're gonna stop recording for a minute, anyways, because Dave needs to hook up a fan.
Glad y'all let me sit down with you. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
Good,
I'm
great
glad.
talking to
No,
you, brother.
Well, no, it's a good conversation because the whole idea about barbecue is a good thing because,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
like, just that idea that you can get so sick. Not the black one. Oh, there you go. You got a whole separate.
Well, going along with that,
Should open up.
cooking barbecue for so long, it got me into cooking dishes from all over the world.
Yes, sir.
I do Hungarian, Chinese, Korean.
You got to lick it first, Dave.
I've started doing my own video.
I stick to
If you
pizza,
can't see a vertical slot, what are you doing?
Tex-Mex.
It becomes more of a challenge.
Yes, sir.
And I end up fusing a lot of it together, and it's real good.
I never got to the.
It's
job.
getting
I
loud
do
in here.
Hungarian goulash you'd love.
A good goulash is good.
Yeah. And not your grandma's making meat, and I'm talking a proper goulash.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like the chili cook-offs here. The
goulash.
Noodles in them, like you're making hamburger helper.
Yeah.
You know that pisses them off. Oh, did it die?
No,
Test.
I'm done talking.
Okay. All right. I got to go back outside. And
Get after it, brother.
train
Thank you for
before I
lunch.
Get in trouble.
Yes, sir.
But no problem. Glad y'all enjoyed it. I got things to do.
We'll talk to you again, brother.
All right. I hope I don't sound as redneck as I know I do.
Hey,
You
be as
definitely-
redneck as you need to.
Dude, I've got him on the show. We're good. We have plenty of redneck, and if I need to, I throw on the accent. It's fine. Look here, Clay. It's fine if you don't talk like that. You know, we out here in the country. It's fine. Look, you're gonna go out there. You're gonna smoke some shit. You're gonna keep it warm. It's all good.
Now, I'm good. Get some whiskey down me. It comes out thick.
But
They got mad at me when I drink yesterday.
but that okay. Well, they should.
I'm supposed to drink it out the bottle.
It was a bad day.
Look.
Crawfish, Jaeger, I got in trouble.
Ugh, crawfish and Jaeger sounds horrible.
I got in trouble.
That sounds horrible on the way up.
I dang near passed out.
That's a disgusting
What I
smoothie.
ate. It was his fault.
So
That makes my tummy hurt just thinking about it.
So he literally pointed at. So I will say, what you should do is grab some of them pickled red onions over there from Parker's and serve them.
Can't do it.
No, for other people, not you.
Oh, okay.
It'd be good.
He needs to get out of here, brother.
Bye.
Clay,
Bye,
thank you.
Clay.
Appreciate it.
Good seeing you.
Pleasure.
Yes, sir. We'll see you
I
around.
got thrown in here and I apologize for busting in on y'all.
No, it's
good, baby.
it's okay. You took over. It's good.
Y'all be good.
You be good, Clay.
We're good at it.
It helps if I hit the record button. I'll try
Okay.
that again.
And we're back. We just wrapped up the Q&A with the guests of honor and heard some decent stories and asked some pretty good questions.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, I asked a question that kind of led to a lot of discussion,
It did.
which was good for me, I guess. I got to figure out where I put
We
the
know
other
how much you
microphone.
like to talk, yes.
I have an extra microphone laying here somewhere, and I don't know where it is. Either way.
There it is.
No, I knew that one was there. There it is. Sorry, guys. We have extra sound happening right now. I'm going to hide these under the hat. We have all 4 microphones currently hot, and I'm just doing
They
what I
went
can.
on to tell us that they're still in the recording episodes. They haven't released any yet.
Indeed.
And it's essentially a travel documentary featuring different breweries, different mom and pop barbecue joints that you don't really get featured anywhere.
Yep.
And then each town's paranormal history, stuff that may lead to it, quintessential, unique to each town.
Correct. And
It's going to be pretty good. It's going to be nice.
so I got to talk to the guys individually earlier, just at the bar, talking to Ty about barbecue. I was suggesting a couple places here locally. He's from kind of Central Texas,
All right.
Midlothian area. And I was telling him, like, look, if you guys have time and you're here in this town, go check out this place.
Yeah.
Bar A Barbecue. Hands down, best in the area.
They're pretty good.
I don't know about the meadery or whatever that place is called that they went to check out actually for barbecue and ghost. What the hell?
Oh, that's neat.
I mean, haunted barbecue place, whatever. So on top of that, I made sure I asked a question like we were saying before before I was recording properly. I did ask him, I was like, what kind of paranormal activity have you encountered before the show even came around? So interesting stories. That'll all be on the show. I'm not going to reveal all that. You're going to have to reveal. I hope this is a YouTube show, not a network show. I would assume not network.
Well, because they want total creative control, they're going to have to do it in an independent manner.
I assume so. On top of that, I was talking to Barry, the drummer from Shinedown, about covers, stuff like that. Because Disturbed does a new cover on every single album.
Yeah.
As far as I know, Shinedown has only done a cover.
Cover.
Simple
Cover.
Man,
Yeah.
Simple Man. And as he was telling me the story of how that came about, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Now, I am still hoping that they do get time before they leave to come over here and be on camera for a few minutes. They don't have time for a full pod. I wish we had managed that. That's not how
we
this whole
don't,
system works.
oh well. Things
If it
happen.
doesn't work out, it's great. Barry's a really cool dude. Ty's a really cool dude. He does sort of live in Texas anyway.
John's cool. He's just more quiet, a bit more reserved.
Yeah, you, of course. You and John bond over security shit.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
It's what you do. So it's funny that they called him a risk assessment like manager or whatever. He's the security guy.
Yeah.
He does the security for the band. It is what it is. I will say, Heffy quit drinking a little while ago.
I did. I had 3 drinks and I think 4 waters now. And
I, on the other hand, have had 1/4 of a water that someone left on the
I
table.
had to, brother. You had a designated driver, and I got a long drive home.
I have a designated napper.
She is napping
She has literally been in his van napping.
in a very non-creepy way.
Might be creepy.
As most of you've heard, I've finished out most of the way my mini camper build on my small cargo van. So she now has a 5,000 BTU standalone AC, comfortable bunk, blanket, pillow, and a big battery bank. It should run that thing for about 6 hours. And she's been out there for about 3.
Well, 2 hours, give or take.
Well, it had 45 minutes of cooling down.
So I would like to point out, I tried to type IR drunk on my phone, and it came out I ate drunking.
I ate drunking.
I would like to say that. That's what happened just now. Thanks, Samsung, for fucking up how I was typing.
I ate drunk, or you ate drunking, yes.
So that was auto correct before the fact.
Mark, your pizza's ready at the bar, Mark.
Well, half the time, voice to text tries to make me sound like I'm having a stroke.
Well, you do sound like a special needs kid.
Bullshit.
Oh, shit. Jessica needs to get the candles.
They're probably melted out there. She won't get the door shut again. And I should probably go get my bread before they break down.
Yeah, right? Either way. So, either way, we're not Hey, there's Corbett. Corbett! Hi! Hi!
I'm going to let him step in.
Brother, hey, come sit in for a minute. We're doing podcasts.
Grab a mic.
Make everybody shake.
Come sit in.
How you doing? Jeff Thompson.
You know Jeff. You know Heffy. Sorry.
What's going on, man?
Make sure you point at your face. You're good. Hi, this is Corbett.
That's
What's
me.
up, brother?
Hey.
So I know him from all the breweries, literally.
Yeah.
Copperhead, B52 here.
Boss.
I don't know if I've run into you there, but I assume you go there. Hi. Did you just get here?
Yeah, maybe like 10 minutes ago. So
Fuck.
basically,
You missed all the things.
it's all good.
Literally.
I had stuff to take care of. I had to adult, unfortunately.
I didn't, fortunately, but also I had to take a day off of work for this, so I only got paid half a day of work. So that sucks. Either way, hi. Okay, cool. Okay, so I told the wifey to make sure that would be that bag right there. So either way, I wanted to make sure before the vendors left that the things we paid for ended up with us. Because we bought things, we didn't want to grab it ahead of time.
Oh, for sure.
So the Get Fictional Candle lady.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she makes good shit.
Yeah, she does. I've got some of her wax melters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So we grabbed a couple of standard candles that were really nice. One for her bathroom, one for mine.
Yeah.
Because some of those scents, whatever.
Separate bathrooms.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Well, that's the luxury of having a 2-bedroom apartment that is technically a 1-bedroom with 2 bathrooms.
Okay.
Well, I have a nerd cave. That happens.
That's where you do your recording.
That is where I do all the recording and everything else that I do for nerdery.
Yeah, it's definitely a nerd cave.
And also, you got here in the hottest part of the day, so that's unfortunate. You missed
I don't know. I'm pretty sure when I was mowing earlier today, that definitely felt like the hottest part of the day.
You would get the better tan while mowing, but it is definitely hotter in here after having a badges. I had a Stormy in the badges. It's hotter in here today. Dude, I haven't been to Mad Llama yet. Have you been there?
Several times.
Okay, so I haven't been there yet.
Yeah.
But I really love everything I've had from them so far. I talked to Stehpen earlier, so we're actually going to do an on-location show at some other point.
Yeah.
But,
it's good. I really like the vibe. It reminds me of, like, the original brewery in a warehouse vibe, like
Star
1.0.
When I used to drink there, not work there.
The original spot over on 3083. So it's definitely tapping into that vibe. But
Pun
it's
intended.
a little more polished. It's nice. I like it.
Cool. So we're going to actually go out there sometime soon. So I'm glad that somebody else has had their beers.
Oh, no, you got to do it.
Yeah. So here's what's really funny. So Corbett, he just randomly walked up and I said, "Hey, Corbett." So you and I actually met not brewery related initially because I went to where you work to bring you things for work.
That's true.
Back in the day. And then I ran
back
into
at Nova, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I ran into him at Copperhead. And I was like, I know you from somewhere.
Yes.
It's like it makes sense that we would end up there.
Yeah. So I used to be over that laboratory there.
Sorry, I'm making recording.
I started off as a laboratory manager, and then later I was laboratory director, quality manager.
No shit.
Yeah. So it's a third-party lab. That's all they do. They don't do manufacturing or packaging or anything like that.
They just test.
Just testing stuff.
But that's needed.
Yeah,
in
and the stuff
industry.
that you were bringing, the vast majority of that, those were actually water samples.
Yes.
From all across the United States.
And weird topic, but I was like, I understand what I was doing for y'all.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey, can I just bring my own water samples? Because I think I have sketchy water to such a company. But professional side aside, let me ask you a real quick question. Because you are a proprietor of Copperhead.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the current situation?
Well, I mean,
I know it's complicated, but
it's
it's
not my business.
No.
They have to make the best decision for themselves.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And I don't know everything that's going on. They do. So I don't have the intel.
Yep.
And I'm just going to trust that they're going to look out for their best interest, whatever that may be.
So let me ask you
And I'm going to support them in whatever decision.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, look, Alicia and Seth are awesome.
They are.
They're great people.
Yeah, they're amazing people.
When it comes to the brewery itself, do you hope it survives?
I mean, that would be
intact.
nice.
Intact.
I mean, so
like
if,
you get
if
around.
the brewery is sold,
Okay.
some version of what Copperhead was may remain.
I hope so.
That's not necessarily going to be the same thing that it was.
No.
Even if they don't rebrand, you would have to accept that it won't be the same thing. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, I'm just helping you out. But no, I agree. That even if the current way of thinking goes through, Seth maintains brewmaster making things the way he wants to do it, but he's just not managing. But the brewery survives
so they were
as
going
it
to
is.
sell intellectual property.
In
I was
theory.
under the
It depends.
I was under the impression that they were wanting to do a total sale.
It depends.
Okay.
It's either total or, hey, I'll stay on to do this, but Copperhead remains.
Yeah. I mean,
As far as I understand it.
Sure.
Now, I know they're moving, they're trying to, new house, whatnot, because they were unfortunately in a bad situation. But as one of my favorite breweries where we live,
yes,
I will be extremely sad. Now, we talked about it earlier. Hefe over here mentioned it. In theory, if they do have a we're done party, we will be there podcast-wise to hang out with them.
Absolutely.
Drink
As we
beer
should.
and everything
As
else
we
like
should.
that. So
Yes.
basically have everybody come on to give their best wishes and memories of Copperhead
100%.
and stuff like that.
Let's go.
Like that,
And like,
come down, share stories, memories they had. They just share their experience with 10 years being at one location.
damn near 10 years, yeah. It's and it's all out of love. That's the thing, And Frankenboltzzzz has become a weird new home for people. Do you feel that vibe too?
Absolutely. This is probably my third weekend of the row of being here.
Fourth.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Also,
apparently, I just missed you the last 2 weekends. Like,
Yeah.
We like.
Well, you were here for before the Scottish thing, and I caught you.
Yeah. I was kilted.
So
that
you were
night.
kilted
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
Now, Hefe loves his kilt, but he missed that festival, apparently. He loves his good old kilt.
I'll send you an invite next time. The next one
Yeah.
I'm going to do is going to be in January. So I do it semi-annually.
Nice.
I lost some weight.
Oh, same. How much have you lost?
I was 378 at my biggest, and I'm down to 290.
Nice, bro.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I'm still above 300, unfortunately, but I also don't need to wear a kilt. So I don't have to look at it. You, on the other hand, you have slimmed down.
Yeah,
sir.
but somewhere between 35 and 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
Yeah, no, you've got in shape in
Thanks,
the
bro.
last
Yeah,
year
I
or so.
appreciate
I appreciate. I'm about to say I appreciated that because you were saying it. I appreciate you getting skinny for me, Corbett.
No, it's all good.
That's not what I meant to say.
Well, Shoky's
You-
head's just getting bigger and bigger.
Look, we've been talking about men's mental health
Yeah.
this month,
Yeah, for sure.
and getting healthy, working out. Like you've been talking about
It's a
your
big
gym
component.
gains and everything else like that. That is so big for the mental game.
Absolutely, it is.
So since you started down this fitness journey,
Yeah, for sure.
have you seen yourself becoming stronger mentally?
Absolutely. And
forgot
yeah,
that
I would say that for me, I've had a fitness journey, both physical and mental / emotional.
Yeah.
Read some books, do some programs, get some therapy, go on BetterHelp. But also hit the
Not
gym.
sponsored. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Unfortunate, but get after it. Better help, please. But no, you're right. So like, also weirdly, because I know you've been eating better too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
gut health is important to mental health, and people ignore that.
There is an interesting correlation of the gut microbiome to
Yes.
mental health.
100%.
Yes.
And we don't think about that. And like as we are sitting here drinking beer, whatever, that in and of itself is a microbiome. But
Yeah.
as a weird thing I haven't talked about much on the podcast, I've been taking magnesium
Yeah.
to sleep at night.
I saw your post.
Yeah. Dude, I have been sleeping and dreaming way better since just taking that.
Good
Forget
for you,
all
man.
the sleep drugs and everything else like that.
Yeah.
I wake up refreshed. I'm getting double the deep sleep,
Yeah.
REM sleep than I used to get, and I'm like, what the how? Like also shout out to my mother-in-law for sending that along.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, and I was taking a single dose, and I was like, okay, it's not doing anything. I took the proper dose,
Sure.
and I was like, holy shit, how is this such a big difference? So that goes into the gut biome, eating better, cutting out garbage.
Yeah. Most people don't get enough magnesium in their regular diet, their natural diet.
and that's on top of any other type of electrolytes that they're lacking, right? Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Hefe, you can hold that and talk into it.
You're right.
I forgot I had extra microphones hiding under the hat.
Nice.
You ain't drunk, yes.
No, that was out of sight, out of mind. It's fine. But either way, if you want to sort of scoochify, we can get 3 people up
Let's
in
get
here.
in here, man.
So
Somebody.
realistically, we're just doing what we can on location here because it's crowded as hell in here. And like this has died
It's
down.
not bad. It's not
This has
bad.
died down.
Yeah, I
dude.
mean, you don't have to bob and weave. You can get through, but there's people.
Yeah, but this is the most packed I've seen it
Ah.
since coming here. But talking about mental health struggles and
yeah.
stuff like that, just sleeping better, eating better, having a clear mind. Is that something you've experienced since your weight loss journey?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I would say that sleep is something that I've always kind of struggled with. So I definitely made it a point to, try to pursue, not just getting more sleep, but getting better quality sleep.
Better sleep, yes.
Can confirm it really makes a world of difference.
Yeah, getting from that light, like just wearing my smartwatch, I've noticed I get significantly more light sleep than anything else.
Yeah.
Until I take the magnesium, and then I get equal deep sleep.
Yeah.
And
What smartwatch you got, man?
I got the Pro 5 Golf Edition because it was available cheap, refurbished on Amazon.
Nice.
Yes. And then with the cheapo surround on it.
Hey, it's all good.
And then the second
it looks
one.
nice. It looks like a classic watch, man.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, because I got the nice metallic red face on it too.
Yeah.
So I have the gold and the silver at the house as well. It's just because. But I also don't tell the wifey I have a second watch that just for work.
That was the problem
That's
I ran
easy.
into with only having one watch. I'd wear it all day, and by the time I went to sleep, it was dead.
Fair. But I keep the charger on the bedside.
Yeah, but you can't charge it and wear it at the same time. So I wasn't able to track my sleep.
I mean, if you have two.
Some of us don't have two like you do, Brody.
Dude, they were cheap. That's the only reason I bought it. It was cheap. $100 refurbished.
I
For
used
a
to have a
Samsung.
Pixel watch, and I got it for
Oh,
free
yeah.
by getting the Pixel phone.
Yeah.
And that was great, but I had to charge
What do you got
it
now?
every single day. So I got a Garmin
Yes.
Phoenix 7 Pro not too long ago.
Garmin's
and
great.
The battery life on this is insane, and it there's like a solar PV cell
No shit.
around the
On the face?
outside perimeter of the face.
So it charges itself when you're just chilling. When
Yeah.
you're mowing, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty fucking cool.
No, it is. Yeah.
But I can't afford a Garmin. You got the good money.
Well, it
I'm
was on
for it.
sale, and it was like last year's model, so
Dude,
it took a few $100 off.
I'm two models behind and buying the golf version just to get it cheap. Nobody wanted the golf
I
version.
really like the idea of it having a solar cell.
Yeah.
But it'd never see the sun with me. I've been night shifting.
He works
that way
nights.
for a long time now.
Well, no, because you sleep during the day, so just have your hands sitting in sunlight
No.
while you sleep.
So
Because you
that
work
would
all
be a
night.
very
I have a
awkward
weird
farmer's
freaking
tan.
looking chicken wing hand.
Look, no, nobody beats my work tan.
That's a
Okay,
good work
yeah.
tan.
Yeah, my ridiculous solid tan line on my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a trucker tan technically.
Yeah, I have no tan.
Yeah, you literally have no. You have it's all in your face. You're white otherwise.
Well, that's just because I have high blood pressure.
Well, that's fair.
Somewhere between rose and Target
Yeah,
red.
I'm about to have a stroke. That's why I look okay.
That's somewhere between rose. That's funny. But somewhere between Sauvignon Blanc and rosé, that's where your current face complexion is.
It depends
red-
on how hard he's laughing.
that is actually true.
And then that.
Which
Super
that's a BuzzFeed article waiting to happen. Which red wine is your facial complexion?
Oh, good God.
Awesome. So
You-
magnesium. I'm glad that's your
Magnesium,
topic.
yes.
Quit
So,
laughing. You look like a sweet red.
First of all, I've been drinking badges, so that allows you to get a lot more
That's
red
a
in the
good one.
face. I hadn't had any llama beers until today, except for the collaboration.
Oh, that barley wine?
Yeah,
That shit slaps.
yeah, that was where I started because I'm smart like that.
That was a mistake.
No, I start heavy and go lighter throughout the day,
Oh,
so that way I get.
I usually do the opposite approach.
And that's why the drunk hits you later. The drunk hits me earlier, and then I get sober by the time I'm home.
That's why there's that post-brewery nap.
yeah.
Also, if somebody quit drinking my fucking waters.
No.
So I had like 2 bottles of water sitting here,
Yeah.
but then they did the Q&A session.
Yeah.
He drank both of the fucking waters while I was gone.
I did indeed.
The dickhead, him and Brad, wherever Brad went. Fucking Brad. So either way,
Did they take your magnesium too?
no, that's on my that's on my table at home. Fuck.
What was
Sorry.
that you were saying about getting sober as time
I'm
went
getting
on?
sober.
No.
Look,
I'm so
I
glad
also
you're not
haven't
driving.
peed in a minute, so that's probably also part of it. But I'm here, which normally I would have been off work like roughly 2 hours ago on a normal Saturday, and I would have missed most of the fun. So I'm glad I got to come out here, spend time with my buddy Heffy.
Yeah, yep. I took a rare night off.
Hang out with people I know from other breweries, get them on camera because, well, that's what I do to all my friends, force them on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Either way. And then I got Chuck, I got Stehpen. Hopefully sometime soon I'll get the guys from the show on here. They're all busy still doing, the rounds.
They're just
We
pretending
don't.
to be busy.
That is actually not entirely true. They're like, okay, what do we do here other than drink all day? That's kind of the thing. It's like, well, we're at a brewery. We're already done filming. What do we do all day? Drink?
Bullshit.
We've been here all week drinking.
Isn't that why we're here?
Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're here. They're here to make a TV show, which is pretty fucking cool, honestly.
About doing those things.
Well, at least one of those things.
Yes.
They did the BOOS thing.
Yeah.
They already did the haunting thing.
Yeah.
The
How was
barbecue.
that?
Huh?
How was that?
Apparently really good. They have another tour tonight, so that's one reason why they can't get shitty. So, and then actually Heffy got a chance to talk to John, who's also in security. So, actually it'd be funny. You want to get on camera with John talking security shit?
No, not right now.
That'd be fun.
Let him do
Or-
his thing. Let him
I
relax.
just mean for funsies. Because what else are you going to talk about? Dune?
What?
Dune?
Maybe.
If he likes Dune, and you got, if you guys bond over Dune,
That'd be a weird way to start a sentence. Hi, do you like Dune?
may your blade chip and shatter, and then you walk away.
Just go away. Yeah.
Weirder things, to be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
I can hit the button. Oh, it's not up. Shit. Oh, it is. I left the button up. Good job, me.
There you go.
Way to leave the fucking podcast button up. So we have Letterkenny drops. We have the to be fair buttons. Literally the first 5 are to be fair buttons.
Nice.
I don't even have to guess. I'm like, to be fair, 3. There we go. All right. Either way, I'm sorry I took up all your time here, Corbett, but it's fine.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, I'm declaring it's fine. I'm glad you came out, man. I was like, there's a face missing. I didn't know it was yours until you got here.
It's kind of you, sir.
Well, when I go to a brewery, I expect to see certain people.
Yeah.
You're one of those at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
David's already here. Brad and Brittany are already here. Some of the other crew were here and left already. So it's like somebody's missing. Corbett's here. Yay! I can go home eventually. I got the bingo square.
Very nice.
You're the brewery bingo square. Is that good for you?
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Hey, if for some reason you ever have free time and you want to come on the show,
Yeah, sure, man.
talk about bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm free
Yeah,
for
hit
that.
me up. We'll put it on my calendar.
Excellent. Because you are a busy man.
Yeah.
But
Got a
anyway,
lot going on.
I'm glad I caught you here. At bare minimum, a Thursday, sometime soon, we will be at Mad Llama
Oh, yeah.
doing a Rank 6 video, which is trying 6 of their beers and comparing them to each other.
Okay.
If for some reason you would like to partake in that,
See
do
if he
that.
wants to come out in August.
it will be
Sit in on the
before-
podcast in August.
It will be before that, but yes.
Oh, that will be, but I'm not going to be here for 2 weeks.
Oh,
I need
he's gonna be gone for. I might get Brad for that because Brad's better at talking than
somebody-
you.
Whatever.
Well, nerd shit, anyways. Brad's good at that. Anyway, so guys, we're gonna end this segment right now, and some of us have to pee, and then Corbett's gonna go do whatever Corbett's gonna do. So, guys, we're just getting all our friends that are available to come and hang out on the show today because we're here where beer happens. Excellent. So, Corbett, thanks for joining us.
Corbett, thanks
this
for coming out,
brief
brother.
segment.
Heck yeah, man. Thanks
And-
for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Look, it's our brewery now. We own this corner.
This is our spot.
We have this corner.
This is our
we have
territory
the door.
now.
The door is ours. If I had a sticker, I would slap it on there and be like, ours.
Awkward
don't have
corner, yeah.
stickers.
I don't have merch like that. But if I got property of N.Y.M.I.A stickers and I slapped them everywhere, people would be like, well, I guess it's theirs.
What's a
Let's make this happen.
I got to talk to Chad. Chad has the logo for that.
Give him money now. He's printing so much shit for free. We need to pay him.
If you stop, I mean, I wanted to print the whole fucking thing.
He did signs for my van for the dog.
He did this for free.
And he wouldn't
He
take money.
made the stickers for free last night. Those don't just come on microphones you order on Amazon.
No.
Weirdly enough, that doesn't just happen. All right, anyway, bye, guys.
Later.
Content's content. It's all good. So now you made it off your podcast is the name of the show.
What'd you come up with the name of that?
Actually, it came up in a discussion with friends of mine on a Patreon Zoom call. So I had a friend in Canada who kept saying really awkward things and shutting down the conversation. And we literally said, dude, you just made it freaking awkward for everybody in here. So he was one of my original co-hosts. His name was Mike. Shout out to him. He's still trapped in Canada. He wants to move to the U.S., but he's stuck currently.
Be smart.
But at least he's in the good part, Canada.
Yes. All right.
The good part. So either way, guys, we're here with John from Spirit Talk. So I've been getting into your podcast lately, thanks to Shae.
Yeah.
Here at the No, it's very interesting. You and Eric have some interesting combos.
It's probably a little sort of like your podcast where we just kind of just talk about life. There's no agenda.
Yeah.
And wherever the conversation goes, go there and try to be unfiltered. I mean, be respectful, but talk about things that people are scared of talking about.
Dude, that's
or they feel like they're alienated because,
dude,
God forbid, they think differently.
Dude, can I give you a high five? Because holy shit. Dude, people are so scared to talk about certain topics depending on where they lay and on the political spectrum. But it's like, dude, regardless of where you're at, as long as you at least present an argument that can be confronted one way or the other, say it. Like, because if you're wrong and you don't know it, then cool.
Right. I mean, put your time into research a subject and try to understand it. But we've recently talked about stuff, whether it's the current war situation, men and female sports, topics.
We've done all that.
The fires in California, all the stuff that's happened recently. If you speak one way or the other about it, either side attacks you because, you're just picking. But no, we're just talking about the situation that's fucked up every time.
Just talk about it. Don't interact.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, unless you just want to have fun on Twitter, in that case, some interaction.
Twitter is the Wild West right now.
Bro.
You can literally say whatever you want to say, and there'll be people that either hate you or love you for it. I just love the fact that you're allowed to do that stuff.
Yeah, and that part is fun, honestly. Like, because you can say some of the wildest shit, but still be somewhat thoughtful.
Correct.
And then see what happens.
Correct.
And that part, I started doing that recently. I have like no Twitter following, and that's fine. But it's fun just to poke.
Well, that's fine, but it's emboldened so many people to spout off all kinds of crazy crap without any consequences.
Correct.
But the other thing is, when people spout off crazy crap, then you know. Because they kept the crazy crap inside. That's the thing.
I respect the people that are crazy on Twitter or X or social media who are the same people when you see them on the street.
Yes.
Because you can have this facade of social media, talk tough and all this bullshit. It's like, if you're that passionate, then do something. Like, what are you doing? You just talk just to talk.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you're willing to engage, that's the part that matters to me. I was like, if you shut down when somebody approaches your argument,
correct,
you don't have an argument.
Exactly. People have
you don't need a fight, but talk.
How to have a discussion.
Correct.
It's automatically an argument.
Right.
100% I'm right, you're wrong.
Right.
And they cannot even try to see things from a different point.
They'll start the name calling. That's when they've lost the argument.
Exactly.
You're a piece of shit. You're a dumbass.
Damn it. So what I just heard is that you and I. So that's literally our friendship.
Yeah.
We're each as exactly wrong and right as we are. Yeah. So that's exactly how we do it. But so you do work with and for Shinedown.
Yep.
So that's awesome in and of itself. So and you do what is technically the name of your job?
I'm a risk manager.
That's what I thought.
Security director.
Security director. Which is why you two bonded over there talking.
So yeah, I do that. I do that with them. Motley Crue, Nickelback, Def Leppard.
Okay, yeah. So,
I have my own company. So
yeah, I heard all that and I'm like, yeah, just check.
Yeah, he's busy.
Check.
Yeah.
So have you gotten to travel significantly with said bands?
Yeah, I've been to, there's only 5 countries I've never been to.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But they're random, easy countries, like a country like Greece I've never been to.
Really?
Did you think that'd be one of the... I've always wanted to go there, but work's never brought me there.
So where do you go where you're always hyper alert? You're always vigilant.
I would say South America.
Yeah.
Okay. Brazil.
Anywhere on the border down here.
Shae sneaking in.
Stuff like that where you have to be cognizant of that law enforcement might not be on par.
I'll slap that on my...
Military might not be on par.
They might not be there.
Correct.
Shae distributing merch.
So it's one of those things where you kind of have to just... I mean, a lot of the work, as you know, is in the advance.
And no one's going to take care of you and yours but you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you have to be always alert, because but South America, sometimes in Europe, the open border state countries,
yeah,
like Germany or Belgium area, where it's just migrant crisis issues.
Eastern
It's wild.
blockers that are. Which my family's from the original Ukraine.
Oh wow.
Way back when.
Yeah.
So my grandparents actually literally came here.
Yeah.
After having to be forced to go to France.
Yeah.
Post World War II to survive.
I spent time in Ukraine, Russia, all those places. I actually went to Chernobyl.
Really?
Site.
Nice.
Yeah. Super. I mean, obviously the tragedy there, but
sure it's surreal.
It's the most haunting. Like it's the.
If anywhere it's haunted, that has to be.
There's just something in the air. It's just
so many.
That's called radiation.
Yeah.
So many traumatic.
I was
loops.
literally dying every time I stepped foot there, but.
Take a deep breath
Yeah,
outside.
Yeah, touch everything.
Yeah.
But all the animals are mutated, like vegetation's mutated.
Some of them are.
I was watching about the packs of wild
Oh,
dogs.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
how they've changed and mutated.
Correct.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. That's
The wild pigs there
Yes,
mutating.
yes.
In a weird way, though, like as tragic as it is, you're like step forth there, like 50 years later, you're like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And desolate.
Yes.
But
It's unfortunate that part of the world now, especially with everything going on. Like, we did a tour in Russia, with Shinedown and Starset in 2018.
oh, nice.
We did everything in Russia, Moscow, all those big cities there. The people that are affected by all this stuff are the
Yeah.
most genuine, loving, passionate people. They get caught up in leadership that, right or wrong, just hampens that spirit.
I mean,
So
it's
it's like the next time any major band goes to Russia
Yeah.
to play for the crowds of people like they used to, will be some offshoot band or some band that really doesn't care if something happens.
Yeah.
But you can't go there without the fear of, because you're American.
some type of reprisal
Correct.
for being American
Correct.
band.
Or just getting extorted.
So,
Correct.
so
100%
well,
blackmail.
well, they
everything.
saw what happened with Metallica back in the 80s and the fall
Yeah,
of the Berlin Wall, so
yeah.
they're very wary at this
Yes.
point. Well, especially in modern day. But no, that's an interesting perspective that we don't hear very much. Is that
All right, everybody that's in here.
okay?
Give it up for Chuck for putting on a great event.
Steven over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we are running up against it.
We really appreciate it. I said, let's put it together for a great event.
We've had Chuck on here a couple times today.
Oh, that guy's so good.
He's so cool.
He's a character. Like,
There's no other word for
the
Chuck. This
unofficial
character.
mayor.
Yeah,
That's who you want.
and he's super legit.
Because he gets the community idea of giving back.
Right. And that's what. So
Well, that's what a lot of these breweries
shifting,
have become.
shifting
Yes.
subjects ever
And
so slightly.
It-
Like-
the breweries are starting to wane. A lot of them are starting
Yeah.
to shut down. And in each town, in each little community, it's become a community of
Yeah.
people that get together, work together, help each other out.
I
And
bet,
it's sad that it's starting to go away.
I met someone today that's from Conroe, how's it pronounced?
Conroe.
Yes.
One of their local brewery place like this shut down because
Yes.
budget, whatever. And they came
We-
here
we-
now because
that's a friend of ours.
Yeah, friend of ours.
Yeah.
And when they came here, like, dude, this is what we've missed.
Over almost 10 years, we've made
They're
so many-
shutting.
not just memories,
Yeah.
we've made friends, lifelong
Yeah.
friendships.
Yeah. So and you guys are moving all over the place.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck.
from New England and whatever, but you're encountering local small places.
Yeah.
For the most part, brewery wise, on the show.
And you're going to see that kind of community at every single town and every single little mom.
That's everything we've done. Everyone, the owner or the ownership team is fucking rad. They got a great story.
Steve cranking up the music.
And they've got like the stuff where all the hardships they've had,
right?
And they persevered, whether it's a pandemic or a flood
the
or fire
pandemic
damage
and
or
distribution, and a lot of that hit everybody so hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
They completely lost their distributors and they didn't want to pick them back up.
correct.
Yeah. So also Texas is weird when it comes to a third party corporation in the middle called TABC
Yep.
versus everyone else.
Yes.
Makes it hard as fuck to sell beer and liquor in Texas.
Yep.
It's so dumb. And like I was telling you earlier when we were behind the bar, I got to spend time up in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun and felt like a totally different vibe than what we do here, even though it's a similar system.
Correct.
And you're from Massachusetts. Yeah. We're going off on breweries for 2 seconds here. What locally do you get after? If there's anything.
There's a brewery called Treehouse.
Street House?
Treehouse.
Treehouse.
They're huge. They got the beer. They got like the pizza type setup outside the wood stove kitchens.
Fuck yes.
It's a great park. There's a dog park there. Like, it's all about bring the family out,
Yeah.
Kids can play in the playground.
Yeah.
Parents can drink all the beer.
Yeah.
Wachusett Brewery by me.
Oh, nice.
When I went to school in Norwich, it's a military college, 45 minutes south of Burlington. Magic Hat's up in Burlington.
Yeah,
that brewery.
Magic Hat's great. Yeah.
Number 9. Such a great beer.
It's been so long since I've had that beer.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
I don't know if they sell it here anymore.
A lot of the breweries in sheer size are much, much bigger.
Correct.
Much bigger locations. I was in Colorado Springs, and there's a brewery they took an abandoned school and turned it into their brewery.
Damn.
In the gym, they did all their brew operations.
Yeah.
They had a whiskey bar. They had a full restaurant. They had and it smelled like school.
Yeah.
About 35 miles from here, there's an old church got turned into a brewery.
Yeah.
Now, not like Gothic style, but like 90s style church. It's called Back Pew. They got their Saints and Sinners line.
It's good.
That's a good. That's a
great marketing.
They have one of the best double box I've ever had.
You guys could spend 3 weeks in Texas for the show and not even leave Montgomery
That's
County.
why we're trying to our first episode was in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And we're going to end the season there with a bunch of special guests.
Yeah.
But yeah, Texas has such a ripe history from all the wars and history.
Hell yeah.
And all the small town communities here is so rad.
Dude.
Look at fun little places like Cut and Shoot and stuff like that that have a ton of history behind it.
And I've gone up to Dallas, Fort Worth area
Yeah.
to drink. I've gone to Austin,
Yeah.
San Antonio, hit all those breweries. There's so much good stuff everywhere you go. And usually there's a damn good neighborhood built around it.
Yeah.
Because like you mentioned, community.
Yep.
That's a huge thing. And then the other end of it with the barbecue, especially in Texas. Like you guys went to the Carolinas and stuff like that too. You also did overseas for a minute. I don't believe there's some barbecue over there, but
There's a Texas barbecue pitmaster that moved to Prague and opened up a restaurant.
Yes.
What?
We bet that we couldn't go in there because our schedule, but we are going to film an episode in Prague.
I want a brisket pierogi.
That guy is doing stuff there. It's Texas barbecue, but in a very European way.
So, nah. Sorry, didn't say what I was thinking. I was gonna say it's either on fire or behind a wall.
Yeah, I mean,
no, it's joking.
It's got great reviews. The place looks amazing. So,
I mean, I can't wait for that episode or whenever you guys get there. But that is interesting because here in Texas we have Eastern European transplants that made barbecue.
Yeah.
So now it's the exact opposite in Europe.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It is a little weird.
How the world
It's also funny
mirrors
how
itself.
barbecue is the rivalries we hear in Kansas City or Memphis.
Bro, don't start.
So it's like
food is universal.
Don't
It
start.
is.
Brings people
Okay, so
together no
Kansas
matter
City
where you
area and North Carolina area,
Yeah.
that's more ribs / chicken.
Oklahoma-ish.
No, Oklahoma doesn't count. That's Texas's hat.
Oh, damn.
Texas like.
Look, we
Damn.
don't respect Oklahoma. We might like them, but we don't respect them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
the Canada of Texas.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's what it is. They don't have freedoms
They're
up
the
there.
dividing line between brands of barbecue because you get
Love you,
like Kansas
Trisha.
City, completely different style.
Yeah. We should put some tariffs on Oklahoma.
We would.
Yeah.
Oil tariffs on,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Oklahoma. So, but I went to Oklahoma for the first time last year where I actually got to do something. Hit up breweries. Bro, I hit some breweries and some other shit and barbecue and stuff like that there. It was good, but it just wanted to be Texas.
Yeah.
Oklahoma wants to be Texas, like Alberta wants to also be Texas.
The other thing too with Texas is the attitude where you're in the middle of Prague, we're fucking Texas barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there's a sense of pride there.
Yes.
That I think other states wish they had, but because they don't, they just call Texas this fucking wild west bullshit. You don't get the people.
When
No.
we as Texans travel the world,
I agree
we go
that.
to Europe, wherever.
Yeah.
Where are you from? We're from Texas.
Texas.
And automatically,
Yeah.
they go, yes, we know
But you can
Texas.
also tell. I could be in the airport, anyone in the world, be like,
You're right.
I guarantee that person's from Houston.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
Well,
Skinny jeans.
they have 24s on their slammed Impalas.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, I'm racially
Yeah.
discriminating. But it's entirely true. But also, slab music exists.
Yeah.
Look, I existed during the slab era,
Yeah.
and I'm still a fan.
And now it's swangers.
Huh?
Now it's the swangers.
No, slab for life.
They are cracking me up. Have
Look,
you seen,
if
have you seen them driving around?
No.
These.
I know what he
usually
means.
Impala or something like that, but they have spokes sticking out of the wheels, probably 18, 20 inches.
Yeah.
Oh, the spokes.
Those are swangers.
The spokes, yes. I agree.
They
I
are
agree.
so funny.
But like,
they are 4 inches from each side of that lane.
yeah, no, he's not. Okay, so you guys have been in Montgomery County for a week now, give or take.
Now you take it over to like Corpus Christi, it's donks.
Yes.
Donks everywhere.
Yeah.
Lifts and 28-inch wheels.
Yeah. So you either get the really high trucks or the really slam trucks, and then you get the guys who have spokes that intrude on your lane of traffic.
Well, I saw a donk.
You don't see that anywhere
Actually
else.
fording 3 feet of water, and I'm going, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Oh, so you traveled quite a bit. Let me ask you this really weird random question. What is the weirdest culture like that you've seen that stands out?
Or something you just don't understand.
Yeah. Well, let's say car culture, make it a little bit
But
easier.
you're looking at it, you go, why?
Yeah. You go like, what the fuck is that?
In terms of cars.
It's probably Houston.
Like the LA lowrider scene makes sense.
Yeah.
The Houston slab scene, which is kind of lowrider, makes sense. New York, they do something totally different.
Well, they're also terrible drivers up there.
Well, they don't know what roads are.
Yeah.
They know what cities are.
I'm trying to think.
That was a really random question.
Because I go to a lot of cities where there's not really people driving on the roads because it's all.
You see all taxis and no traffic. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is the thing we have. We have open lanes.
Texas is car culture.
Yeah.
Because everything's spread out. You know,
we have room.
The greater Houston area is the size of Massachusetts.
Yeah, 100%.
And Houston is an hour and a half away.
Way to
from Houston.
dig it, the man.
But we have to have a car. They are
correct.
It's part of a rite of passage as a young person growing up.
Yeah.
You get your car and start driving.
Well, you have to get somewhere.
You know, I knew all of my friends in high school by what they drove. I could tell who was pulling up by the sound of the exhaust.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. I mean, it's ingrained in us. We are car culture. Car culture.
I guess it was such a broad question. I didn't even consider like even
I'm just trying
international.
to think. I mean, you go to Japan, there's a lot of.
Oh yeah, a lot of neat stuff.
A lot of beats that very
You get the Bosuoko types.
weird, flashy.
Yes.
Like 20 people pile out of the car. go to a
Ridiculous
club.
K cars running around.
Somehow they make clown cars legal in Japan. I don't know how they did that.
Like Japan looks like an active like rap video or like a Fast and Furious movie.
Everything's
like everything is like nitrous.
Everything's neon. Everything is
lights up.
yes.
Super loud,
Right.
super colorful.
Which
So-
fits that city though.
So you haven't seen Galveston at night then? I'm just joking.
Yeah.
They did. We've definitely stolen all that culture here,
Yeah.
but they originated it. The light up culture.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, as somebody who's driven small subcompacts all their life, and
Yeah.
I got over the neon lights and whatnot, but
But then you go to like
still fun.
like Montana, when you drive it on the highways there, all the trucks are older trucks that they've probably been driving for 15 years.
Yeah.
It just fits that scene.
Yeah.
Where
Dude.
they make fun of the people that have the new truck.
You missed a classic car truck or a truck show like by 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
There was a classic
good
truck
show.
show 2 weeks ago, basically. I mean, you were in Europe.
What's
so,
the
oh,
truck
yeah.
across the street that's in the ground?
Oh, over
Is
there
that,
at,
is that a DUI? What was that?
No, that was actually a sign for the restaurant
Oh,
right there.
shit.
So there was like a Bubba basically in the back of the
got
truck
it.
holding the name of the restaurant.
Got it.
So it's now cork this, tap that.
Yeah.
It was Bubba T's.
It was Bubba T's.
Yeah.
So when I say it was a Bubba in the truck, I mean, so they used that truck in the ground
Yeah.
actually as their signage.
Oh shit.
Well,
That's rad.
have you been to Cadillac Ranch yet in Texas?
I've been there, yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So basically, we're good at sticking our cars in the
Yeah,
ground.
I'm all for it.
Look, he's right. We do have a weird car culture here.
Oh, it's
But-
getting weirder now. I'm proof.
I mean, it's good.
He hates what I'm doing right now. He absolutely hates it.
What are you doing
I'm
right now?
doing an overland build on a TDI Jetta wagon.
Damn.
It sucks.
Big all-terrains, roof rack, brush guard,
Yeah.
light bars, all that.
Did you feel you had to do like how did you get involved in cars so much? Your background, your love of building stuff,
Well,
a hobby?
it's something I had to learn. I'm cheap anyway. I don't
That's
like
a host
paying
for you right
to get
there
things
asking
done.
questions.
So I learned to work on it myself.
Yeah.
And then, had pickups. I had an 80 Camaro in high school, which
Yeah.
I adored. Had that tuned up 383 stroker, just a monster.
Yeah.
And then I got into diesel. I had an 800 horsepower 5.9 Cummins.
Yeah.
And it kept detonating, so I
Yeah.
got rid of it.
Does it help with PTSD, you think?
With something to do?
Yeah.
It's
Just
always
have your
something to
focus
do.
on something, yeah.
So for him, with that car, he saw something fun on the internet and decided to go with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm modifying my car to make it better than it was.
Right.
but also fixing it because it's an old ass car. It's an 04 at that point.
Right.
I got an 04 SRT4, so turbo 4-cylinder, all that. And I've just literally spent like $900 in the last month to just buy replacement / upgrade parts to keep it on the fucking road. But I've been in the car culture my entire life, whether that's hot rods, imports, trucks, whatever.
Yeah.
But styles keep changing around the initial culture.
And they become circular. They're going to come back.
Like a wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
So we have a thing we call truck tards around here. That's the guys who put ridiculously oversized wheels with tiny rubber band tires.
Yeah, those massive subframes, everything.
Yeah, so they're spending $90,000 on the suspension on a $70,000 truck.
At 2 inches of sidewall,
and it's completely
24-inch
useless.
wheels.
What's your take on people that put excessive bumper stickers on their cars?
Oh,
I hate
depends.
badges.
It
Badges alone.
Hold
I
on.
strip everything.
You drank a lot of badges today.
I did, but stickers, no. Badges get shaved
I
off.
think.
Everything gets cleaned up.
Okay, so he's not wrong. Bumper stickers is interesting because that has been a part of culture since like the 60s.
Yeah, and I'm not talking like the thin loose line or the green
No,
line.
I'm talking about covering the car in it,
Yeah,
right?
like where it looks like a flower, like hipster. Like
So I had
It depends on what you're doing. If you're running national parks all over and that's your thing, go for it.
Yeah. So I'm okay with bumper stickers for every state you've been to, whatever, as long as you're marking something. I knew a guy who literally bought any bumper sticker he can get a hold of and plastered his crappy old car in it, but that was his art.
Yeah.
So
probably made the car look cool.
If you do it to we know a guy or a lady here in town who used to have a Chewie car.
Right.
As in from Star Wars.
Yeah.
She literally covered it in hair,
It
put
was
little
an art
Wookiee
car.
teeth.
They have the art car parade in Houston. They have an art car museum.
So she drives it for a year.
Yeah.
She makes it into an art car, drives it all year long,
Yeah.
whatever it is. It was a Velociraptor mutant car for a while, had a big old dinosaur eye and scales, and then it was covered in hair after that. So we have a weird. Yes, ma'am?
As much as we're loving every moment with this, I've been told that John needs to vacate the area.
John, you have to escape.
I was.
I don't know where.
I was gonna say I was in Missouri a couple months ago.
Okay.
I saw a bumper sticker that said "Nuke gay whales for Jesus."
Right.
And I was just like,
That's the title of the episode right
is
there.
awesome.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know where your co-hosts went. I assume they're outside doing TV show things.
Car culture summed up in one statement.
Yeah.
And as long as what you're driving makes you smile every time you turn that key and put it in gear, it doesn't matter
That's what I love.
anyone else thinks about it.
So
Do
I
what
would
makes
say
you happy and roll with it.
I would say that for life too. If it makes you happy, makes you smile, and occasionally makes someone else annoyed, do it.
Or how you live your life if it's done in a way where it's not homophobic, racist, if you're not an asshole. If you live your life and offend someone, then maybe your life is the one that needs to change it. People's happiness should not be dictated by what other people's thoughts of them.
We're going to get John out of here. He's been told he has
John
to go
have
do
to go do
things.
John-shaped things.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
You have some kind of other official object. That,
Yeah, I get pulled everywhere.
But I'm happy you got to come and hang out.
No, I love it.
You're a podcast guy anyway, so that's awesome.
We'll do it again, all three of us. We can do a Zoom call or something.
Zoom call, 100%.
Hell yeah.
I'm good at that too.
Dude, love it.
So check out Spear Talk with John, and then the other things on his channel as well.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for hanging out and watching everything we've been doing today.
Bye,
Here on the
River.
Now You Made It Awkward podcast. And go check out BOOS, Brews, and Barbecue. Thanks, guys. All right. So, guys, it's gotten late in the day. The music is very loud. Thanks, Steve.
Somebody we know is ready to go home.
Jessica's wanting to go home. We just had John on. That was fantastic. I didn't even think we'd get that much time.
Oh, hell yeah, that was great.
Dude, okay, so hopefully we get a hold of him later. But the actual film crew and everything needs to leave. Whatever, that sucks. Either way, so we wanted to go ahead and make sure we signed off here officially, as we have some very copyrighted music playing in the background.
Right.
So, guys, make sure you do like and subscribe thing. Shoky, Heffy.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
Yep, here at Frankenboltzzzz Brewery in Dobbin, Texas.
Yeah.
And remember, as always, that's the other sign off, dumbass.
Right.
And with that,
Okay, bye.
okay, bye.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tat.